when we are that. Oh, sorry for a second. We are back with our last game of the day, the grand finals between Rawr as well as Red Horse. Red Horse clawed their way back to the grand finals here after being knocked down to the lower bracket. Rawr never went down to the lower bracket. They just won all their way here. It's the first time any team was able to beat the Gia Army. Amatomo, joining me is Aki. Aki, how was that break? Did you enjoy it?
Not really. It was a kind of a short break because the last game was insanely long, and I can see that you're still zoning out from it.
No, that was my fault. The thing is, I had the Discord on me, and then I see myself in the other one with you, and I'm like, wait, why is that happening? There's we're online. That was
Yeah, good. Have you moved on from
I,
the last game?
no, I'm still catching up. I'm still catching up. But anyway,
Anyway.
the two teams have to move on though. It's good. It's nice for Roar, by the way. We've been relaxing the last time, like for the last hour and a half. Meanwhile, though, the G Army, it's tough. They just like you said, they went through the longest game we've ever had in FSL history. It was over an hour long, tier 5 items. It was very back and forth. And do you think that fatigue plays a role in it after you've like had so much, Dota in it? You've done so much Dota like that.
Sorry. What was it?
Do you feel like they're tired? Do you feel like fatigue is going to play a role in this final match?
Not really, because compared to like I know that these girls play, so many Dota a
Mm.
day. Like I think Mary is my friend here on Steam, and a lot of them, and I can see that they're playing Dota for quite a whole day. So I think it's not that issue for this game, and I'm quite looking out for this one. I'm excited for this because their playstyle is somehow the same.
That's right.
They're both aggressive, and they're mid laners. That's what I'm about to look out again. As I've said earlier, I'm a Mary fangirl,
I mean,
and
Mary
that's
earned
not
the.
that's not a curse that I'm fangirling on Mary.
No, I mean, she earned it right after that performance. The last game she played so well. And you were like talking about how they play. I think that there was a record we were discussing at last FSL. Gia played 25 games once on stream. Just like 25 games straight. That's like mind blowing. Like you can stay because we were like, wow, she just played 5 games. She must be tired. She's like, no, she just queues a pub right after the tournament and continues playing. So yeah, that's the stamina the players have is very impressive to see.
Yeah,
But
I think they're used to it, and for sure that they get ready for this game. They planned it really well, so yeah, it's really a good thing that Team Red Horse is back on the grand finals again, and they're about to claim another championship again, I would say,
mm,
or maybe it's time for another team to get it.
any other team, right? Like Red Horse, after winning so many in a row, would be nice to have someone else come out. But then again, Red Horse has been so dominant in the past. There's no reason they're going to stop. By the way, I want to make sure we shout out the people who made this tournament possible. Intel as well as Yahoo. They've been involved in every FSL as supporters, and it's an amazing initiative to see them continue to support the scene, the female Dotas in Southeast Asia as well as the oceanic scene. I mean, I love it. The prize pool keeps getting bigger. We're seeing more and more women get involved, and I love it. Maybe next time I won't even be here. There'll be another girl casting, and I'm like, oh well, maybe that's a bit too far though. That's a bit too far. But still, it is great. Like it is just great
Yeah.
to see that all these women have a chance to play competitively like this.
Yeah, and I have said it earlier, and that I'm looking forward again for a land tournament for these ladies.
Mm.
I'm excited to see them fly, travel, and get to do what the other pro players do.
Yep. Show up and then be like, ah, man, there's no internet here. They have all these problems. But moving on to the heroes, do you think we're gonna see Grimstroke again? I feel like we've seen Grimstroke in every game today.
I think Grimstroke is one of the best heroes that can counter a hard carry.
Mm.
And basing on their carries, Sherry used a life stealer earlier, a juggernaut for Gil. Like, it's not impossible that they will use some kind of that heroes again. Those heavy right clickers, and Grimstroke is one of the best heroes to counter that.
Another hero that's
Yeah.
very popular, but we haven't actually been able to see today is Mars. I think Mars got banned in both the
Mars,
first,
yeah.
uh, both got banned in both games. Uh, Mars has been very popular in the DPC. I believe the most contested hero in the
Most pick,
DPC.
yeah.
So I'd be shocked if we don't see them. However, again, like I said, Mars banned a lot. Then we see Sand King being picked as a replacement. When Sand King gets banned a lot, that's like, well, what is there really to play? Pangolier, Slardar, maybe Tidehunter. So I'd like to see Mars. I was like, yeah, let's cast the Mars. Let's see what all the hype is about.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those kinds of heroes because I'm getting bored by those idle offlaners
Mm.
that's not really active in the map like Dragon Knight. No, I'm not that fan of those kinds of heroes. I really like to see those initiating heroes like Tide Hunter, Sand King, Mars, and stuff like that.
Enigma maybe also like that. Heroes
Enigma,
can also. I mean, when was the
it
last
got
time
buffed, right?
Right, yeah, the Eidolons, I think they do more damage and they do less gold. I don't know. They do more damage. I think they have more magic resistance. They went from like 50 to 60 magic resistance, something like that, which is nice. It's fine. But yeah, I'd love to see more Enigma. So good against those very farming heavy carries like a Medusa, like an anti-mage, where like, yeah, you gotta farm right now because you're Medusa not so much, but the anti-mage, Rikimar even also suffers from that. We do have a
Yeah.
tiny bit of an issue right now. We're waiting for one of the players for one of the teams to get ready. So until then, you guys get to look at us. And why not? We're both so pretty, mostly me, but yeah, we're both so pretty, right?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I would say.
Thank you. Yes, we have the law, we have the hair, we have everything. Why not? But
Yeah.
yeah. By the way, speaking of Dota, you said you haven't been winning or losing much. What role are you playing? What heroes are you playing right now?
I usually play carry. That's why
Mm,
when you said when you were asking about support stuff, I do play support.
mm.
I do play also off lane, but not mid. I can't
Yeah,
play mid.
yeah, I'm also the same. It's like I can play the off lane, I can play the support roles. I carries like but when it comes to mid, I'm like I don't know. He's better than me. The game starts and you're like he knows how to last it in the night. I don't know anything.
Yeah, yeah. I do play carry because I'm the type of person that really likes to show off. Like I like my name going in the screen.
It's like I want to get the MVP every time. It
Yeah.
has to be. Plus, when you go into a game of Dota, I don't want my fate in another monkey's hand. I want it in my hand. I'm not gonna rely
Yeah.
on some random people.
I want my name in there.
By the way, do you think Sven is a viable carry in this patch, or is he still too weak?
He's still too weak, I would say, because he's some kind of a slow facing carry.
Hmm.
He's really strong, but he needs a lot of item to be battle ready. He needs some kind of BKB first, Blink
Hmm.
Dagger first, because you can just easily kite out Sven.
Yeah, people also they go with like Echo Saber and Mask of Mana just so they can farm faster. And these items like later on you maybe disassemble them, but still like you buy items to farm so that you can buy
Yeah.
items to be useful. So it's a lot. But
You
I
need
think
you still need items to no, for your right clicks to be really
Dire
strong.
team pick.
Like before, if you don't because if you don't have items, you can just give out some stunts, and what are you going to do after that?
well the stun got buffed, right? So that's something. But you're right, it's
Yeah.
not enough to really bring him back in the meta. I do like the shard. 7 passive armor seems pretty impressive.
Radiant
However, we're not
team
gonna here to talk about Sven. We're here to talk about Rawr versus Red Horse. Rawrs. They picked
Oh,
Sand King in game 1 against OO, and they
Radiant
absolutely
team pick.
dominated with it.
it was NM that used this Sand King, and
Mm.
again, it's above a draft again. Team Red Horse prioritizing this Grimstroke and Storm Spirit combination. It's a very strong duo. Unlike Ayo and Storm is pretty decent as well, but Grimstroke is more like an aggressive support and can be a defensive support at the same
10
time.
seconds remaining.
Interesting that they banned out the Hoodwink, which was the main combo with the Sand King in game
5
1.
seconds remaining.
Ulap took the Hoodwink, and we can see like there were so many 2-3 man bushwhacks, so much that you get to keep people inside the tree, so Sandstorm does more damage. So Sand King needs like there are other heroes that can do a lot of damage, like even just
Dire
something
team back.
with Skywrath Mage. To go with the Miran, also
Radiant team back.
very good hero to work out with the Sand King. A bit harder to set up the stun because if there are creeps around, it won't always land. But Burrow Strike into an arrow. It's gonna be a tough game for
Dire team
Red
back.
Horse. They might have to consider. Yeah, I was gonna say they might consider banning the Juggernaut, the Life Stealer heroes like that.
Yeah, and I do like this second pick for Team Roar because they have some kind of a setup to
Radiant team
the
double.
arrow of Mirana. It's a boom esports draft. We have seen so many heroes that can go very well with Mirana,
Yeah.
some kind of Dragon Knight, Conka, Sand King. And one of the important thing is to hit
10 seconds
the arrow.
remaining.
And you have the Barrow Strike. That's a very strong lane for
5
very
seconds
strong off lane for
remaining.
Team Roar.
However, I feel like it's a tougher lane if you have two ranged enemies. Like you have the Grim
Yeah.
and the. I mean, Medusa kind of she might have to move forward, but even then, it's like two ranged heroes might be a bit tough for the Sand
Dire
King to get
team
that stun
ban.
off. We'll see. Then the Medusa gets banned anyway. There's still a Templar Assassin. Not that many ranged hero carries in general, though. We'll see what they're
Mhm.
going to go with it.
I think
Uh,
this is somehow a deny pick for Team Red Horse because, as far as I know, this is one of the comfort heroes of
10
Ligaya,
seconds
this
remaining.
Mirana. So
mhm.
I think Team Roar preferred to
5 seconds
use
remaining.
it instead of giving it to Team Red
Radiant
Horse.
team
All right, it's
ban.
like, why should I give you your best hero? Pangolier comes out as the last ban for Roar. That's their offlaner. There's still a Mars in the pool. There's still a Medusa, sorry, no, there's a Phoenix in the pool. We have seen the Mars Phoenix combo. Make a bit of a research. Although Phoenix does not like play against Mirana. Mirana generally
10 seconds
with the leap
remaining.
you have enough to firstly get close, secondly get the bonus attack speed, so you
5
can
seconds
take down
remaining.
the egg
Yeah.
relatively reliably. So we'll see if Red Horse will go for that Mars Phoenix combo. On the other hand, though,
It's not
Roar,
banned. Yeah, it's not. Mars is not yet banned. So
yeah.
good
On the
point.
other, on the other hand, the Roar could definitely use a Phoenix, right? Like Sand King Phoenix is a great combo. Epicenter Slope, Burrow Strike Stun, like they could definitely work with. And Red Horse, Storm Spirit is okay as an egg hitter, but Grimstroke is absolutely useless.
Yeah, and also
Radiant
I am
team
thinking,
pick.
or I'm expecting for Team Roar to get a Doom.
Mm.
It's one of KJ's heroes, comfort heroes as well, and it can go lane up against the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, I like the idea of a Doom, right? Plus, if Red Horse takes the Doom and
10
with the
seconds
Grimstroke,
remaining.
although we haven't seen that double Doom combo for a long time, but yeah, Doom on Roar
5
would be pretty good. You're
seconds
just so
remaining.
tanky, it's like I don't really care what you do.
Mhm.
I generally, I'm one of those people who's like, yes, get more, like get heroes with a lot of HP. You can use their HP as a resource. Like you can eat the stuns, you can eat the damage, and then you can turn it
Dire
around.
team pick.
Red Horse, what do they go with? They go with Earth Spirit, position
Oh,
4.
Earth Spirit. This is for
Dire
Ligaya.
team pick.
And then they go with the Puck for Roar.
Okay.
Feeling like definitely that mid puck and really good in this game against two Spirit Brothers. You just throw out the stun on both the ultimate. I like it a lot. Although Grimstroke with the Inkswell, you can't cast on one of the spirits, and you can not break the coil. You can break the
10
coil, take the
seconds
stun,
remaining.
but the Inkswell removes it with the hard
Yeah.
dispel.
5
For me,
seconds
for
remaining.
Team Red Horse, the skill set that they have and the disables that they have, they need to execute it or time it perfectly because
Yeah,
this is a puck, right? Those disables can be dodged out after all.
yeah, it's much harder. I feel like it's much harder for Red Horse to execute. But Roar, and we said like in game one when we saw them play Roar, we said like, they pick easy to execute draft. Like Sand King Stun, Mirana Arrow, nice combo. Epicenter into a puck
Dream Coil.
Dream Call, easy combo, right? Like you don't need that much. I'm feeling like the Phoenix even better right now. The egg into coil is such a good combination
Yeah.
for Roar. And it's a good position 5. You can even take a Faceless Void last pick. Then you have this great wombo combo team fight.
But
Also,
there's still a downside in picking or in drafting those heroes that has a big cooldowns. You have a downtime after all.
that's true, but Puck doesn't feel like Puck is the hero with a big
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dream Calls. Not long. Sand King doesn't need epicenter every fight, but yeah, Phoenix and Faceless Void definitely would be like the weak point there, where their downtime is just huge. We'll see what Roar's gonna go with, though. I still feel like I'm feeling the pick very much. The
Mhm.
Phoenix picks, I mean. 45 seconds. What other heroes could they go with here?
Radiant
What they
team
go
pick.
with? They go with the Undying.
Oh,
Nothing
Undying.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Very good hero. Tombstone lost a team fight. Works well with the coil as well as the burst strike. Not a very good scaling late game hero, but very solid to have in the lane and good team fight as well.
Yeah, and it's also
10 seconds remaining.
some kind of the same with the Phoenix. Though that tombstone,
Mm,
they need to
5
take it
seconds
down
remaining.
yeah.
right away. And Team Red Horse, as of now, they don't have that hero. And Juggernaut, Lifestealer, and Medusa being taken out of the pool. I'm thinking of what other carries that can go up against a tombstone.
Ursa, I thought would be an option. You can bring it down very
It
quick.
might be hard. There will be many disables, or you can just
True.
guide an Ursa in this game.
And also the lane stage will be tough. Sand King against Ursa, it's like you can go both ways, but it's like why put yourself in that risky situation? Still, Ursa could work. We'll see if they want to go for it on Red Horse. You need another Inkswell like an ink slave, sorry, and it can't just be the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
thinking of Drow Ranger, but that might be too vulnerable to stunts and disable. They have Puck, they have Sand King, they have Miranda, and all you need to do is to go face to face with the Drow Ranger and can't
Dire
do anything
team
about
battle.
it. It's a Legion Commander.
all right, they decide. I love this. I love this pick
Oh,
because you need a dispel. Like we're talking about, we've been talking about like arrows and burrow strikes and
Radiant
those long
team
range
ban.
disables. Legion Commander is like, oh, you someone stunned, I can save them. You might not be able to save everyone until you get level 25, then you get the AOE. But this press the attack is going to be huge. It's like I love this pick. This Legion Commander pick is absolutely great. They do need to carry for Red Horse, Rawr. I think both teams need to
Seconds
carry at this
remaining.
point.
Dire
So we'll see.
team
Faceless
ban.
Void is a solid pick. Troll Warlord. Oh, that's not a hero. Ricky Maro gets banned. There's still a Phantom Assassin, which I kind of like. There's the Drow Ranger, which you mentioned. What else do you feel like?
They can go for some unorthodox carry, something like Ricky,
10 seconds
or for
remaining.
Team Red Horse, they can somehow pick a Phantom Lancer.
5 seconds
It
remaining.
can break that tombstone easily.
Yeah, but you're up against Sand King. I feel like Phantom Lancer
Radiant
suffers
team
against
ban.
Sand King for a long time, for a long portion of the
Yeah.
game. So I don't know. I don't know if I feel the Sand King. Ursa is pretty good for Roar. Like for Roar, Ursa is great. For Red Horse, debatable. PA, Drow Ranger, Templar Assassin still in the pool, I believe, so that people can go
10
for that.
seconds remaining.
I was also thinking of Terrorblade because
5 seconds
I think it's
remaining.
still good for Team Red
Dire
Horse.
team
You
pick.
can just send out your illusions to take out the tombstone. The reason why I'm pointing out the tombstone uh much, it's because it's very disruptive in terms of team fight. You can't move freely if you have those
Mm.
zombies following you around.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm thinking,
Radiant
what about
team
Monkey
pick.
King? They go with the
Templar
TA. All right, they go with the TA, not the Monkey King here.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
all right. I mean, they do TA and the Undying, definitely the Undying to babysit her. But look at the team fight from the other four. Undying, Puck, Mirana, Sanding. That's a very
Very
scary.
scary.
It's
Yeah.
like
10
Red
seconds
Horse.
remaining.
They already showed their four: the Legion, Earthspit, Grimstock, Storm. I don't feel like
5
that's
seconds
as
remaining.
impressive, honestly. Like they're okay, but they're not as impressive. Who's their carry gonna be here? Let's see. I mean, it's a carry that has to go up against Miran Sand King and has to scale late game. I like
It
the
needs
pick.
to be a ranged hero, I would say.
Comes down to what Medusa's dance. So Drow
Medusa
Ranger,
is banned already.
Huskar in the pool, but I don't know if that's what you take. They go with the
Chaos
CK.
Your
Knight?
hero.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they want to go for something tanky. Can take a little
Yeah.
few hits. I like the Chaos Knight pick. I feel like it's a hard pick no matter what. Like it's gonna be a hard pick no matter what. So Chaos Knight's okay in my book. Can definitely burst people down later on. Like you just jump on people, destroy them one by one.
Yeah.
Um,
But the thing here is I think the illusion won't last that long because they have that sandstorm, they have that starfall,
mm,
those fox skills, those undying skills. They can just take out those illusions of Chaos Knight easily.
yeah, that's a very good point. Overall, do you feel like there's any draft that you favor? If you were playing a pub game, which draft would you want to be playing as?
I would go for Team Roar. Like Sherry, the only job that she needs to do for this game is to farm and farm and farm.
Yeah, I agree with you, by the way. I feel like if I was coming into this game, I'd much rather, and I'm a support player, I'd be like, yeah, this is a great Undying game. Up against 3 strength heroes, no great tombstone hitters. I mean, they're fine, but they're not amazing. I can heal people who get dueled. Like, this feels like a really good game. Like, I feel like I like Rawr's draft a lot. The team fight's amazing. The space making is good. The late game is awesome. We'll see. Holy crap!
You will
Gia's played.
see.
She
Wow,
just
level 26 Grimstroke
no, she played 16,000 games.
with Grimstroke. That's
No, no,
insane.
no, in total, just like all over her Dota.
Oh yeah, I was
Holy
wondering if
moly,
Grimstroke. That's a lot. That's a lot.
that's a
And
lot of
also,
Dota.
yeah. Also, I would like to add for Team Red Horse that the pressure is on their team to force up a team fight. They have this Legion commander who needs to, to get most kills as much as possible to have that dual damage victory. And for Team Roar, they can just go for safe plays. They can just place a good vision on TA's jungle area, farming area. And it's not really necessary that they will initiate the team fight. But with this 4 heroes of Team Roar, yeah, they can do it, but it's not that necessary. They can just be reactive on what Team Horse is going to do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And they do also have the Moonlight Shadow. By the way, I've looked at my Dota buff. The hero that I have the worst win rate against is Mirana, because Moonlight Shadow gives you so much like utility. It's extra movement speed. Everyone gets there we go. Now you get first blood here. Stun comes out,
yeah.
but arrow, ooh, beautiful, blocks the body so she can't actually dodge the arrow movement. And there you go. Gia falls. Roar off to a cracking start here with that kill on Gia. It's only this position 5 support though, so it's not the biggest deal here.
They're
But
still
still-
wanting for more. They're chasing Jill here, and yeah, that's a nice vision, that obs placement for Team Roar. They can just scout out some couriers early on. They have Mirana that can just chase out those
Jill.
couriers.
Chaos Knight, is Chaos Knight gonna be okay? Chaos Knight took a lot of damage, but meanwhile there was a rumble in the jungle as Hazel went off against Sherry. But yeah, look, Chaos Knight, I think look at her. She's gonna have to salve up very early. That she's got no health right now.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, Undying's just getting a bit of those mangoes out. Just wants to spam out this decay.
Are they going to try lane the bottom lane, or I think they might just get 1 kill and then the position forward go back to the top lane?
I don't want to try. I think Try is actually pretty good because I don't think that Earth Spirit wants to lane against Undying. Earth Spirit, Legion Commander against Undying is a nightmare lane. So you're like, alright, let's just put people at bottom.
Nice arrow.
And stun comes out, but it's such a short stun, not able to get much movement out. And Ulap trying to block. But in the meantime, yeah, they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna have a try lane here. We'll see. I don't think Lagai should move, honestly. But it's very early to try lane. Like, they're gonna get so little experience between the 3 of them. Meanwhile, Hazel suffering a bit in the top lane, and Paz comes out.
It'll be a really hard game for a Legion commander. That spam coming out from Naomi, from that Undying would be really huge. He can. The only means that he can get those last hits will be that first kill.
Overwhelming odds, and meanwhile, they get another stun out coming up here. Yep, Ulap still level 1, does not have the leap, and she is gonna lose her life. And yeah, I'm feeling more and more like maybe you want to bring up this Undying here, just have him in the front, spamming out those decays. It'll scare the crap out of Red Horse and stop them from engaging like that, because Mirana, very easy to kill. You just force out those leap charges, suddenly she's nothing.
But the nice thing here is they can do it again. They can do it. They can get up Mirana again until she doesn't have that leap yet.
It's a level 1. Meanwhile, though, in the top lane, like Naomi, she is zoning. Oh, are we gonna be losing someone? No. Oh no, you're like, oh no. I'm like, what happened? What happened?
Oh.
Ah, well, either way, looks like NM is suffering a little bit in the CS. This is kind of typical, though. We saw that happen in the first game. She usually recovers pretty nicely afterwards, so it's not a big deal. Meanwhile, though, Ligaia's coming back. A stun comes out. Good control here. Gil taking some damage, but again, it's 2 versus 3, and they're just on Roar side. They're doing their best just to not lose people. Ligaia teleports top. Looks like Legion Commander's like, alright, that's it. You're done. Come here. I need you. I need you, girl.
Yeah. Legion Commander can't lane up against on the top lane without support here. So she really needs that that Earth Spirit here. But then there you go. Naomi still has 2 mangoes left, and all they need to do is, to survive on that one until Naomi doesn't have mangoes anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this though. I like I said, I don't like the guy coming up here. She actually is gonna go for the ruin instead. And will she get the steal? She does get the steal here. Meanwhile, mid lane, KG taking quite a bit of damage here. One more hit from Miri, if it lands, might be enough to kill, but KG makes it out in time. And meanwhile, though, Miran steals the other bounce ruin, so both of them, like the 3 minute ruin, each team gets one.
Yeah.
And suddenly, yeah, like I said, now without the Earth Spirit, bottom lane should start stabilizing a little bit for Rawr here.
Yeah. And I think the Ligaya won't stay in one lane. She will just rotate
Yeah,
for the
lane, they
meantime. But
Gia losing her life. They do get the kill on the Sand King though, so they're definitely very happy on Red Horse.
the trade is in favor of Team Red Horse, but the good thing here is Ulap was able to, pull the creeps out, so the lane will be in favor of Sand King when she comes back.
Double decay for Naomi, so she is very happy with that. And again, like, man, the offlane for both teams are suffering, right? Like, look at it, 10 CS for the Legion, 8 for the Sand Kings. Like, both teams are just like, oh my god, this offlane is terrible. But Sherry is pulling ahead, and so is KG. 7 denies on the TA. Of course, gets so much extra damage, but very impressive performance so far.
The pressure here for Team Red Horse is to slow down that TA a bit. As of now, she's having the time of her life. There's no harassment coming in from Team Red Horse, and look at it shows onto the last hits and denies tab.
CK is also doing pretty well. And oh, here comes a stun, and oh, they're nice Phantom's embrace. Oh,
You
man.
can go anywhere. She was about to leave, but then nice silence from that Grimstroke.
Yeah, the one point everything makes it so hard, and oh man, this just like I said, offlane. Offlane is a tough life right now. Naomi, I feel like could have done a little bit more. Honestly, she is zoning out the LC, but it's not the biggest deal. Oh, meanwhile, Miri getting a kill on KG. It looks like it was a rotation by Ligaya coming to help her team out.
Maybe she had that level 6 in time.
Oof. And M dying again. Sorry, I think it's actually another death for her. And it's 2-0 for Gil. And we talked about Sherry enjoying life. Gil is just having a fantastic time. Not as much CS, but at least she has a couple kills on her belt.
Dream Coil, I think it's gonna be. The arrow will miss.
But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. In the end, they are able to trade one for They lost the Puck, then they get another kill. Puck's here is like, hey, you want to fight, Ligaya? I'm here.
Rotation from Ligaya.
Earth Spirit's still one of the most.
From Ulap, rather.
Earth Spirit's still one of the most amazing heroes with his 4 strength gain? Was it 3.8? That's insane amount of strength gain. Arrow lands, but it's not gonna matter too much. Meanwhile, the top lane is gonna be the haste ruin. KJ gets it. And NM just kind of suffering the bot lane by herself. Only
It's
11
still level
CS.
4. Yeah, 11 CS. But I think if the game progresses, it will be a wait.
Oh, she's dead again, isn't she? Yep. Very unfortunate. But Ulab also might need to be a bit careful.
You can still kill this.
Yeah, Phantom's Embrace will just get the kill on Ulab. Oh, roll misses. Needs the Phantom Embrace first, I think. Otherwise, it's just too risky.
Yeah, I was saying that later at the team fight, this Earth Spirit hero is some kind of suicidal hero.
Yeah.
She's going up against the Sand King, and when she goes straight right in, she can just get stunned by that Borrow Strike, by that silence from Puck, the arrow.
The good thing is that there is the new Boots of Bearing. You get the 15 HP regen. It doesn't go away even if you get hit. So I do think that's something that we might see the Earth Spirit go for. Helps a lot in tanking. First, you get a ton of strength, 8, and you also get the free HP regen, which is so useful. Bottom lane, Gil is level 6.
Already, yeah, against level 4 Sand King. She's getting out-leveled.
It's so sad to see. I think they want to try to kill Gil, but it's like there's no way those two have enough damage to kill him. Meanwhile, the top lane, it's a 3-man rotation. Naomi is here. Naomi's like, hey, All right, something.
I saw you.
Yeah, you're breaking all those psionic traps. That must mean you're around. Oh, there you go. This was what they need. Gil, the Dream Coil comes out. They have enough damage. I think all arrow misses, but might not matter. Gil! Holy moly. Almost not enough.
I got that straight.
Yep, Naomi is here as well. Tombstone comes out, but oh, Mary is here, and I think it's gonna be the first dual kill as well as a Tombstone. Meanwhile, will Sherry die? That's the big one. If they lose Sherry, that's gonna be a huge thing for them. Can she get a kill? She does get a kill on Lugaya, and a magic wand used as well.
Make it?
Because Sherry, she's doing it almost. She loses her life in the end. It's a double kill for Mary. And it looks like Olaf shows up, but Olaf's like, well, actually. Oh, Courier spots. Nope, doesn't spot Olaf.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
Inkswell level 3, by the way, on the Grimstroke. Don't see that very often. Yeah, at the end, this was a great rotation by Mary, getting that double kill, as well as. I mean, they did lose one person, but who cares?
Not just Mary, I would also like to commend Ligaya. You know, she's under leveled, but you can see that you can feel her in every lane. You know, she's doing a lot in her rotations. They get something out of that rotations from her. And again, they might be planning something out of this top lane.
They also get their first dual victory of the game, which is another big deal for them. Like you said, Elsie, she needs to make sure she gets that snowball rolling. But oh, Hazel, she's just going to be fine here. 10 damage, not the biggest deal. They're very helpful, though, for the hero. Naomi needs to be careful. And look at that. Miri comes out, spots out the stack.
Oh, there's so much stacks.
Oh, meanwhile, Bob lane, the NM probably dead again. Gil, there you go. The ink swap pops. Gia gets the kill this time. And I feel terrible for the Sand King. Sand King right now. Can we look at the net worth? We might want to swap around, see what we're working with here. And Sand King. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. She might be the one who takes all the stacks, though. In the meantime, though, Sherry very far ahead.
I think they need to take that stacks right
Yeah.
now.
It's too risky, right? Like, you leave it there, it becomes too much of an objective. And there you go. Sherry starts working on it. She's like, don't worry, guys. I got it.
Yeah.
I like
Much
stacks.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I was saying earlier, that this is the job that Sherry needs to do for the early game. Just farm and farm, get those stacks. But bottom lane? Oh, it's in the mid lane, I think.
And
Ooh!
double
That's an
kill.
undying kill.
Double kill as well. By the way, look at KJ's HP. Barely there. Infused Raindrops keeping her alive. But Naomi, very happy with that. Undying, not the best scaling hero, but, you know, give the hero some levels, some items, and she could do some work.
Mm-hmm. But I think NM needs to do a lot of catching up for this game. She's already level 7, but she doesn't have any items.
Well, actually, I mean, she's barely behind the Legion Commander. She's fine. Tumblr was used. I think are they going to get a kill in the bomb lane? Looks like they should be able to make that out just fine. I love that. I was like, wait, Chaos Knight can jump? Then I was like, oh no, he's got Tumblr Story. Okay, that makes sense.
They're really taking time to stack up for Sherry.
I mean, I think she'll pay it
Two
off for them.
supports, yeah, 2 supports stacking up for her.
Which is weird. Oh, actually, oh yeah, they're definitely neither one of these heroes is very good at taking. Oh, meanwhile, looks like we might be losing NM. The Moonlight Shadow is used. Gil. Oh, that's gonna be a soul bind. That's not what you want. And looks like NM still alive for now. Everything that comes out, but actually, no, sorry, she just charges, decides not to use it in the end. And they are just going to move forward here. Oh, Hazel's here. She's got the duel if she wants to use it. And M is ready. Oh, drops the Dream Coil. Breaks on Hazel as well as Gia. But they need Epicenter here already. Where's the Epicenter? And looks like Duel does come out in the end. And she's trying to get this ultimate off. Alright, this might be the best position. She's got ultimate channel. Here we go. Burrow Strike comes out. Will they be able to get the kill on Miri? They do. Nice arrow comes out. They get the kill on Mira's Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, NM might be losing her life. Yep, probably just going to tick out from all that damage. KJ, Silence, dodges the stun from Gil. And it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade overall. Olaf is
like an even trade, actually. They lost the Storm, they lost the Sand King. You know, and for Team Red Horse, they can't go up in this. That Mary keeps on dying on the early game, early stage.
Yeah, but even though she's dying, she's right there with the net worth in terms of KJ. So I don't think she's too worried about that. Oh, speaking of KJ.
Radiant's
Ah, KJ. That's the greed that we sometimes see players suffer for. She was just behind him. Sorry, behind her. Look at that. She gets 400 gold and suddenly she's 500 gold ahead of the puck. That's a huge kill for Miri.
I like
Or-
this tipping stuff coming out from these ladies.
That's like, it's all fun, right? Like, yeah, it's all fun, but also I'm gonna tip you and make you feel bad.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just less than 1k gold lead for Team Rawr just because Sherry's getting all these stacks and Ligaya spotting it out. They can contest on this one, and
Dire's
I think they need to
bottom tower is
react.
under attack.
Team Rawr, they need to protect their stacks
Oh,
here.
Naomi. Oh, there you go.
There's Sherry.
And Em is here as well. And I think it's just too risky for... Oh, they're going to go for more arrows. Going to land. And I think they're going to have enough damage. They do.
Yeah,
the guy's
nice
gonna fall.
setup. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. That borrow strike onto arrow. It's a long duration of stun.
Yeah, and all that with the inside the sandstorm also adds up. I definitely feel like Ulap shouldn't be getting those kills though. You want NM to catch up. You're like,
Yeah.
alright. Like, Ulap, can you
But
stop?
I think it wasn't intentionally
Dire's top tower is under attack.
KS
Yeah, but-
by Ulap, you know.
But still, I imagine they're like, Ulap, can you stop KSing for 10 seconds? Yeah.
Radiant's
And by the way, it's a max out
attack.
arrow. That's very
Yes.
confident in her ability to land it. Oh, Mira gets... Is it Mira or is it Miri? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Mary.
Mary, okay, Mary. So Mary gets the Arcane Rune, one of the best runes you can have for Storm Spirit, almost level 12 as well. Net worth advantage just barely in Red Horse's favor though. The big difference coming out from those offlaners as well as the carry though. Sherry far ahead, but Legion Commander's doing a really good job compared to Sand.
Yeah. I think I
Oh.
would get it if Team Rawr is losing the early game. We will see it later when it's Templar Assassin is joining up the team fight already.
Smoke by Red Horse. They are going to get a kill on the Undying. It's kind of worth it, I guess. Not the best target to kill, but you do get the dual damage, which means it's worth the smoke for sure.
Dire's top tower is
Oh, Cherry in the meantime, she's done. She's farming up a storm. Holy crap! I think she's got Deso on the way, and we'll see what she wants to go for next. I feel like BKB is just absolutely vital in this game.
Yeah. But for Team Red Horse, the thing here is Legion Commander is getting so much dual damage victory, and it's not. They won't necessarily rely onto the CK for the damage. They still have the Storm Spirit. They still have the Legion Commander. So yeah, the damage here is full for Team Red Horse.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's got like 20 damage. What the hell is my co-caster talking about? Then I was like, oh, 30! Wow, 30, like 30 in 15 minutes. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Very high.
And once she hits level 12, she starts getting like 50, 70, 90. Like it really racks up at that point. Level 1 duel is okay. Level 2 duel is a lot of damage, so they do need to be careful. Still, well, and does anyone have the Blink Dagger? I feel like that's the big deal here. Is once Senki has the Blink Dagger, that's when the game sort of opens up for Rawr. That's when they have chances to start making plays. And oh, yeah, and Emma, I think he might actually have it. There's no way she just charged Epico like
double
that.
damage rune for Gil.
Don't mind if I do, you know. Thank you for that. I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Alright. Oh, and Senki should have the dagger in about 100 gold. So
They can
yes,
smoke after this one, and I think they can try to, have the TA join them. Because she has a decent item.
I mean they could for sure. Like I don't think they really need her. Like they might be like, okay, if TA comes and we lose a fight, it's basically like game over at that point. But if we fight 4, even if we lose a fight, TA is still farming. TA also has a blink dagger. I don't want TA to fight without BKB. You know, like I think that you go into that BKB against Grimstroke, Storm, like all these heroes. Yeah, I like this. 4-man smoke, no TA. Let TA
They
fall.
will just connect onto Sherry.
They could do that as well. They definitely could do that. But I think they want to go for the mid lane. Looks like they might, you drop a tomb, you drop an epi. We'll see what's up. All right, they have.
So they have an idea.
They're smoking. They're going the other way. Holy crap!
From coast to coast. That's not the right path.
It depends, right? I think one of the teams is definitely going to be happy with that. And all right, they're pinging out. They're like, wait, who's pinging out? I think that's the puck. Yeah, KJ is pinging out. He's like, all right, they're not around here, guys. Smoke breaks, and looks like who are they gonna go with? Mary? She's here. Jumps on straight on the Undying. Undying is Orchid up. She's gonna be fine. Oh, the Dream Coil misses. The dual lands on the puck. And oh, that's a much needed Burrow Strike. 3-man. But it's enough. Episode was not channeled.
TJ is still alive.
Yeah, they get a kill on Lagaya, but they do lose 2 in return. And okay, Tombstone's up. Buyback is used by Naomi, and looks like they might lose the Tombstone. Oh, it's a bit of a disaster here. It's a useless buyback. 3 for 1. Oh, Sherry gets. Oh, that's a good one. Even though she gets Orchid. Beautiful kill by KJ. Follow up. KJ loses her life. The one stun. She's a puck. She's not a hero known for being able to take damage. Sherry, she's level 16. She's quite tanky, but is she gonna be tanky enough for this? Sherry's gonna lose her life, and this is why we don't join fights without BKB. And oh, is it a dieback by Naomi? An absolute disaster.
You know, if you're going to ask me again who will be the MVP of this game, for me it's Gil again, I would say. But wait.
Okay, Arrow misses. And I think Gil is just gonna walk out. The duel comes out. They get a kill. Rawr is just absolutely crumbling right now. I mean, it was so even. It was so even until that last 2 minutes. Aki, what's going on? Why are they losing?
I'm not really sure. Maybe it backfired to them that they weren't be able to be aggressive on the early game. Like, you know, the Blink Dagger for the Sand King is quite late. They missed out the timing that they can be very aggressive on this one, because as for now they can kill the CK already.
Like this late blink like Sand, I feel like it all comes back to Sand King, right? Like Sand King lost the lane so hard, gets a late blink dagger, can't make plays, and then
they fed up the CK in the lane. It's not just they lost the lane. The CK gets all the kills.
Yeah, it's like a double problem, you know. Your guy is weak, their guy is strong, and I think they forced that fight too much. Like they missed the Dream Coil on KJ, like she got no one on the Dream Coil, and they're like, all right, let's just keep going. And it again just bit them so hard. This ward, by the way, does not spot Gil or Mary. So, puck! Oh, the duel comes out. It's a double!
Oh, wow!
And they get the kill on 2 cores. The Tombstone's gonna drop as well as 200 extra gold. And I mean, this is the most one-sided game of the tournament so far. Or it's just going.
It's not finished yet, so I think Sherry, she needs to have that defensive items, you know, BKB. She has a Desolator already and the Blink Dagger, so I think all she needs is a BKB to be battle ready for. I was about to point at the levels of their carries. CK was like level 13 and Sherry was like level 16, but she killed that TA right away. You know, she got no problem at all.
Yeah, she's got 99 problems, but a TA ain't one of them. And there you go. She's gonna go for Naomi, and Naomi's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's like because to be fair though, you know, CK had allies, and PA and the TA was just by herself. You know, I was like, I was seeing Inkswell, everything. You're like, yeah, there's no way the TA can handle that by herself at this point. Oh, Pupil's Gift. I like Pupil's Gift a lot. Well, how do you feel about this item?
Not really sure, but we will see how it goes. But for me, for Team Rawr, the pressure is on for their team. You know, as we said earlier, they have a deadly combination. All they need is a perfect epicenter, perfect Dream Coil, and the TA just do the cleanup for them.
Yeah, and we'll see. What Sherry only about 900 gold away from that BKB.
She's farmed.
She is, like, despite everything that's going on, she is absolutely crushing it this game. And time will tell if she's able to keep it up, though. It's all like it feels like there's 4 supports on Rawr's side. Like they all need to just set up for Sherry.
To sustain, yeah, just to make Sherry alive in terms of team fight. You know, but the thing is, they don't have any sustained support. They have the Undying, but yeah, as we have seen earlier, Team Red Horse, they don't have any problem with that tombstone and stuff.
And Soul Rip is not the most amazing sustain. It's not like, it doesn't dispel anything. It's just a heal.
Just the
It's not.
heal.
Yeah, it's not, which can be not amazing. I would like to see them get a Solar Crest on Roar's side. Just, lower this Orb, Solar Crest, buff up the TA. Be like, oh, here we go. Jump in by the storm. Gets a nice catch here. Tombstone's expanded, though. Oh, that's tough.
They got baited out on that one. But, they're ready to defend. But let's see.
But
Do you think Roshan can be the best objective for her now?
The thing is, if Red Horse, their Horse are scared to take Roshan. Despite the way the game is, a Dream Coil to Epicenter, like you catch a 3-4 man Dream Coil, the game's over. Like, it's still incredibly risky for Red Horse.
I think both of them can do the Roshan, especially the Team Rawr. They do have this TA that can kill that Roshan fast. But
True.
wait.
But you roll in with the Earth Spirit, you drop oh, here we go. Alright, that's
Speaking
nice.
of,
There you go, he's dead, alright. A good kill for NM, much needed. By the way, he's barely ahead of Lagai in terms of net worth, so NM definitely needed that. And Sherry, alright, I think she's on it. I think she's got the BKB, she's ready to go. Oh, BKB on Mary as well, there you go. Alright.
initiating it, she needs to, to front up in here, just give out the right clicks, and everything will follow for Team
Here we
Rawr.
go. Nice jump by KJ, but Storm also gets a big jump and uses the BKB Dream. Sorry, the Tombstone's dropped here. Hawk used the Dream Core already. Soulbind comes out. Fuck my.
What a dodge!
What a stun as well. And stun comes out. A 2-man stun by the Sand King, and Gil might lose her life. Sorry, one more. Nice armlet keeping her alive. This, the arrow. She was like, I still have BKB, but you don't. And it's gonna be another kill on the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit does not die back, just came back naturally. And oh dear, suddenly everything's going Rawr's side. They are gonna lose NM, but who cares? She's gonna be fine. Olaf, of all people, gets a triple kill. What the hell?
I think that's because of that Starstorm and Arrow. She gets to get all that last hits.
Right, I was like, how the hell? But I feel like Gil was so confident. She's like, there's no way my BKB is gonna time out. And then she takes the arrow, dies, and costs her life. Oh well. But yeah,
So it's coming.
Rawr really punching back in this fight.
Yeah. What a nice bounce back here, and this is not the maximum potential of TA, but there's more to come later.
Oh, looks like Undying maybe a little too gung-ho with that outpost. Like, no allies, everyone respawn. She's like, I'll still go for it. Pays the price, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just a support position 5, not the biggest deal here. Let's do a little bit of an item roundup, see what everyone's working with. Undying is going for 4 staff, still needs about 900 gold for it. NM Sand King is going for BKB, about 1,500 gold away. Mirana does have a Yule Scepter. She's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. Interesting, that's a lot of damage. I like it, but I'm surprised she's not considering going for like a Greaves or something like that instead. Puck has the Blink Yules going for the Boots of Travel.
Boots of Travel.
Okay,
no,
Jay.
they're planning something.
Hazel, good Blake, but just a little off the mark over there. And of course, TA, what's she gonna go? She's farmed up basically. She's just gonna go for more damage at this point.
They will do it again. They have the Epicenter available. They have the Dream Coil. And again, who's the closest target?
Gia.
It's the Storm.
Oh, but they don't see. I don't think they spot Gia. So it could have been Storm as well, but they see Gia now for sure. And they're just gonna go for it. Get the kill. What is that damage? Dream Coil gets popped by the guy on the Earth Spirit, but they're like, yeah, we can't find it. She actually rolled into the trees, making it very difficult for them. Snapped.
Yeah.
I was like,
they can still go.
I was like, Dream Coil got what? I was like, did broke? No, it snapped. The Dream Coil gets snapped. Thank you.
Yeah, it was the Earth Spirit. But Team Rawr, they can still go on this one. They still have Epicenter, but it seems to me that they're going back to their farming sites again.
Yeah, Dream Coil is just too important for them. They're like, we do not want to fight without Dream Coil.
Yeah.
And there are BKBs up on basically all the cores on the Radiant side. Hazel still doesn't have it though. Alright, here we go. For a second, I was like, is that Moonlight? Then I realized, no, it's just the Undying Taunt. Look.
Okay, epicenter. No, you can't do that before. After a few years, you can like fake as an epicenter,
I know,
already.
it was so unfair that before you couldn't. Like, you press R and that's it.
And that's
You,
it.
you better
Even
hope.
if you just misclicked it, no,
And
no, there's no second chance for you.
nope, it's out. I used to think, sometimes I used to think, oh, I pressed R, but maybe I can cancel it in time. Then it just like cancels the ultimate. Like, oh god, no, why did I?
You have
I
to
did,
wait for a few more minutes again.
I think I'm just so glad. Like, it's such a quality of life buff for us. Actually, much like you can sometimes fake it. You be like, hey, I might do it. I might do it. And you see them run away. You're like, I was just kidding.
I was just kidding, yeah. But
Mary.
NM with that invisibility rune, they have sentry.
Yeah, Mary has no mana. Needs to be careful.
Oh, they do know.
And M might be losing her life, and there's a duel. The arrow comes out, the full arrow on Guild though. Flanking buys back instantly, ready to go for the fight. And Naomi's here. Coil does not get snapped. Oh, this Roshan's about to fall. And Sherry jumps in, wants to go for it. Radiant gets the Roshan, but who gets the Aegis?
Oh, Sherry!
Sherry! She gets it, and it's going to be a big epicenter combo.
Whoa.
Now it looks like Gil might be losing his life. There's no way she could fight inside the sandstorm. Instead, against 4 people, thrown up into the air. Gil loses her life. 4 kills.
That was a worthy buyback for NM. She gets triple kill after she bought back, and that was a nice epicenter. That's what we are talking about. They need to execute their ultimates perfectly, and that will be very, very deadly. Dreamco into epicenter. What can you do?
Especially because also this time they like the fight was so long that the BKBs didn't matter as much. Usually we're seeing like it's a quick fight. BKBs dodges all of the epicenter damage, dodges the Dream Core, but this time it's like no, they couldn't do that. And oh my, 5k advantage for Rawr. First time in history that Red Horse might be losing inside the grand finals.
Might be.
It could go either way.
It's the same situation like the last game,
That's
it's going
true.
back and forth. There's comebacks after comebacks.
But I don't feel like that Red Horse's team fight can match up to Rawr. Like Rawr's team fight's so good.
But this is their downtime again. They need to wait for the epicenter to go up and running again. Then they can force another team fight. So for this Aegis, they might as well use it for farming. For now.
Yeah, the first Aegis usually like you don't want to really rush to it because you don't get the shard, you don't get as much of a power spike. So usually we're seeing the first Aegis almost always just a farming Aegis. Pulse comes out by Sherry. Sherry's farm is absolutely mind-blowing right now.
She's 21k gold lead in just 30 minutes. Yeah, what can you expect? You have so much stacks.
Like, right? I mean, I didn't think she'd go out. All right, let's look at some of the items though. Sherry, she's got a Daedalus, by the way. I don't remember her getting crit. She just goes a straight up Daedalus with the with the enchanted quiver, which is just oh my god, the opening damage so much. Level 24, by the way. Lincoln Sphere on the puck, so you are able to dodge the duel. You are able to dodge the stun from the Chaos Knight, all very useful. Ulap has the Solar Crest. I talked about the Solar Crest. I said they had to get it for Sherry. She got it. Ulap absolutely perfect itemization in that. So I'm very happy to see it. BK and NM and Naomi still poor. I feel bad for Naomi, by the way. She's got a Philosopher's Stone, but it doesn't matter. She's still so poor.
Yeah, and all she needs to do here is to place that tombstone.
No. Naomi almost has a full mech. Look at her. She's got 2,500 gold in the bank. Like, she just gets a full mech, like straight up mech.
She heard you.
I like the mech, by the way. I'm liking all these aura items. You're playing team fight, you want to get aura items because it's like so beneficial for all your teams. You get Guardian Greaves in this game. It's a huge thing for to remove the orchid from the storm. Sorry, I'm blabbering. My bad. You get to remove the orchid, the signs from the orchid. You get to heal up allies. It's just a very good item for Undying. Yeah. Expensive as hell, though. Very expensive.
But it will be worth it, I think.
Oh, very worth it for sure. Like you can get the Greaves, then you can go for Holy Locket. You get so much extra healing out of it. All right, for Red Horse, their job right now is split up the map. You can see that Storm Spirit's top. They want to farm up. They want to make sure all the lanes
They're
keep.
not grouping up.
Yeah, they do not want team fight. They know War's team fight is unbeatable by Red Horse. They have to find it, pick off, then start fight. 5-on-5. If Rawr gets the jump, there's just no way they can win.
They're
what
aiming for the puck. Oh, I think the plan there is to, rolling boulder onto the puck, and then Mary will go in, and they're not expecting that the full team was there. The whole team was there.
Yeah, well, it's an uncharacteristic mistake by the guy, just rolling in there, no vision.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I think that it's because Mary was in the side. She's just waiting for the right timing to go in, but they didn't expect that the whole squad was there.
By the way, level 25 on the TA. She's taking that refraction talent. Good luck killing her now. You can see she's just absolutely
Going on the
shredding.
high grounds. Yeah.
My god. And if you're Red Horse, you're scratching your head. You're thinking, girls, what's the plan here? And looks like at least Rawr decides to go back. There's still got a minute on the Aegis, though. We'll see what they want to do with it.
I think
by the way-
they need for Team Red Horse, all they need for now is to get some defensive items to make their heroes more tanky. And the thing here is the survivability again. Just survive those ultimates from Team Rawr, and after that you can just initiate the fight.
Double damage ruin on Sherry. By the way, Lotus Orb coming out on the Sand King. So again, I loving the itemization. Like you said, defensive item and also buffing up the carry. You put a Solar Crest buff, an Echo Shell buff on Sherry, and it's like, how are you gonna kill her? She's got 13 refraction charges, Aki. 13. What the hell?
That's OP.
That's OP as hell.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Well, yeah, they do have CK that can just give out so much right clicks,
Oh, smoke is broken. Okay, Jay. 3-man coil. But what they're going to go with here. NM jumps in. It needs to be KB. I don't think the crew is able to get the ultimate off. Drew comes out. And Gia dies, but they also get NM. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. Gia buys back. Mary, she has to leave. She's basically out of mana. And overall, it's kind of a bit of a win for Red Horse. They did get the kill on NM. But they are forced to use a Gia buyback, which is not ideal.
As you see, the CK's
Ligaya! Aegis is dropped, by the way. Ligaya, she's gonna be okay. That Joseph is keeping her alive. But the arrow! Again! What the hell is this arrow? And Olaf jumping in. Nice Starstorm, but it's gonna be not really enough to kill anyone. But however, Hazel might be losing her life. Then she does. KJ might be losing hers in return. Arrow again!
Again! Wow.
That was hard to see. That was a hard arrow to see. And 3 people are dead from Red Horse, including well, actually, sorry, Gia is available, but there's no buybacks on Red Horse. 2 cores dead for a minute. And in the meantime, you can see they're like, oh, I
Free
like
barracks.
that. Let me take them very much. Thank you very much. And look at that Solar Crest with that extra 50 attack speed. Don't mind if I do. By the way, sorry, it is on the map.
He's still trying, Gil.
Yeah, but it's just not gonna be enough. And Gil's actually just collecting zombies. She's like, oh wow, there's a lot of zombies on me. Okay, good soul bind here. Legai rolling it. Legai, are you rolling to you? The kick actually breaks the soul bind, but Sherry's gonna lose her life. 100 seconds. Look at that gold, by the way. 900 gold for Gil, another 800 for the supports.
That rubber band mechanic that I was talking about last game, that's a huge bounty that was gotten by Gil.
Gil doing a lot of damage here, but again, they did lose their racks. They're 10k gold behind, and for Gil, they're like, is Roshan up there? It's like, nope, it still needs 1 minute to even potentially be up. So they're thinking, wow, what do we do now? Do we consider going high ground? There's no tier for 1 minute, but you go high ground, you don't make a good escape, you could just lose the game right there and then.
For now, I think they need to wait for the next Roshan, push out some creep wave, 50 seconds for a TA. But the thing here is, these 4 heroes of Team Rawr, they can fight by themselves without the TA.
Yeah, we've seen them do that the whole game. Chaos Knight, by the way, is very tanky. Look at that, he's got a heart.
4k life.
Like the BKB Echo Saber, what's he
The
going for?
armlet.
Going for a Abyssal Blade as well for some more HP. Just so tanky. I'm surprised she's not turning on the armlet forever because you do like heal up more than you lose. Look at 100 HP life. Insane. 5,000 HP on the Chaos Knight. But I mean, that's just Chaos Knight. Everyone else does seem to be falling right now. Meanwhile, though, Sherry is up. Roshan's going to be up in 2 minutes. It's a long Rosh. So it's going to take some time before either team's able to secure it here. Oh, they might catch the Naomi, though. They see Naomi. And looks like Naomi...
She just wants to reward. Let her do it.
No, kill. Keep killing. That's how I play DOTA. I'm always like bloodthirsty. Oh,
Okay.
And M, that's a good duel. Duel on 2. The one M is down. M immediately buys back. Now they're gonna be able to get that. It's a double duel victory for Legion Commander. The 2 buybacks are used. They do lose Regaya, though the guy is not using her buyback. And Sand lose the Epic, but there's still a chance. No one with the Epi. Everyone's just magic immune. And the NM is a die back for him, but the zombies are racking up. Gil, can you? Oh wow, that's an ambitious TP, but it's not gonna be enough. So close to making that alive, and Gil does not have buyback.
It's almost, Ariana Grande said, almost is never enough. It's almost for Team Red Horse to get that full team wipe, but yeah, it went around.
Grande, is she an actress? I don't know what.
She's a singer, Tomo.
Oh,
It's a song, by the way.
I totally knew that. I'm very hip and I'm up with the slang and all that. Anyway, Legaia does have the buyback, but she's gonna come back in 10 seconds. Doesn't want to use it. Chaos Knight cannot. Same thing with Gia. This could be another Rax though. I don't feel like they have enough to defend. It's just the 3 of them here. Well, yeah, the Drax is dropping. There's still the full set in the top lane here. Man, Ariana Grande ain't got nothing on this Sherry. Right? Is that how it works? The stunned silence tells me I definitely said that right. And, well, in the meantime, they're just going to back out here for Rawr. They get the racks, and they're just like, yep, we don't need to risk anymore. Still, no Guardian.
I wonder what's her items, right?
Yo, she got an Aghanim Scepter. She's like, yeah. She's
going for Wind Waker.
It's a very expensive item, but so good. If someone gets dueled, you can just save them with the Wind Waker, bring them back. So it's a very nice item to have. And Roshan literally spawns just the moment Sherry puts on her Psionic Trap. So it's all going Rawr's side in this game. And I feel like a lot of it comes down to the lack of team fight on their draft. They just don't have enough team fights.
Okay, smoke from Team Red Horse. They spotted out Sherry, and they do know that Roshan is up once again, and this is the next big thing for both teams. They really need to execute their team fights very well.
A big advantage for Red Horse is that they won't have to deal with either Sand King or the Undying buyback. These 2 were pivotal in winning that last fight. So it's like, in the next fight, you're like, all right, at least I don't have to deal with those 2 people. Grimstalk's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. I feel like that's a bit greedy this game. I mean, and again, I don't feel like there's really great, Dark Portrait copies to make. Yeah, Temple Assassin's decent damage, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the Dark Portrait in this game. Alright, Sand King went for the Aeon Disc. Love this item, by the way. Feels like... Oh, here you go. Sand King jumps in. The Dream Call has been used. Sand King has not been able to get the ultimate off, and I think the Sand King is going to fall. No Wind Waker available yet. Tombstone is dropped. Remember, the Sand King does not have buyback. And Gia loses her life. KJ, nice jump. Mary needs to be careful here. Stun comes thrown out on KJ, but man, with the Lincoln...
Here goes Sherry!
Sherry just destroyed them. There is a buyback available on Mary if she wants to use it. Looks like Hazel loses her life as well. She's got buyback if she needs to go. And then they're like, all right, everyone, we're going in. Everyone buys back. Rawr immediately trying to run away here, saying that this is just too risky. It's all for the Roche. Can they go? If they can get a win for the Radiant side, they can go for Roche. And Legaia loses her life. Has buyback. Is she going to use it?
So much damage.
Holding on to the buyback on the guy's side, even though the enemy team is jumping in, and Hazel, she just came back. Hazel, that's a dieback on poor Hazel. Gil, What's up? What's up with you, Gil? Oh, just make it out again. Lagaya. All right, she used the buyback now. She tries to roll in to kill Sherry kick Sherry back in the fountain, but it's not happening. And looks like again Rawr.
They're going to the base. They wanna end this game and get that first, that first game advantage for the series. Once again, this is the grand finals, and this might be the first FSL that another team is going to win.
Mary taking quite a bit of damage here, but makes it out alive. Gil, so damn tanky, but not tanky enough. Has the buyback available. Does use it. She has also available to help defend the base. And for Rawr, they're like, we got so much out of that fight. Literally getting 4 buybacks so far. And they haven't expanded much. Oh, there we go. They jump in. Look at
Another Dream Coil.
Gil, oh my god, Gil, you're dead. That's pretty much it. The fat lady has sung. And she's saying that not today for Red Horse. And GG is called. Rawr playing it absolutely fantastic this game. The team fight potential from them just too much.
Yeah, and those overwhelming damage from that TA, they can't withstand that damage from Sherry. She's so well farmed, and good job for Team Rawr for investing on her so much. Like in the early game, the 2 supports did take time to do the stackings and stuff. They placed the visions very well just for Templar Assassin to be safe from ganks. And I would say that Red Horse did a great job in the early game as well, especially Gil. The role for the carry is to just farm and get your items. She did that actually, but they just can't slow down that Templar Assassin.
Yeah, I don't. Again, it just feels like I feel like it's definitely a draft issue. You know what I mean? Like, you have Rawr with all those great space-making heroes. When I saw that, we were like, man, this is so easy to execute. Coil, Epi, Tombstone, so good. Moonlight Shadow to come close. You look at the other side. It's very pick-off centered, but it's hard to play pick-off when the enemy team is grouping up as 4 or 5 people, and Sherry just farmed up a storm the whole time. Amazing performance, easily the MVP. And M had a tough lane, but she also recovered very nicely. And that's game 1. That's Rawr. Rawr has, by the way, beaten Red Horse consistently. They beat them. They sent them to the lower bracket. They beat them again, and they just need one more win to win this FSL Open.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And you said earlier that Team Red Horse are winning the FSL consecutively, and this might be the first time that another team is going to get the championship. But we will see. Again, this is a best of 3 series for FSL. Let's see how Team Red Horse is going to adjust on their draft or play style just to bounce back on this series. Again.
We're going to take a little bit of a break. Hopefully, we'll be back to you guys in about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll see what could potentially be and we might crown a new winner. And we might go to a game 3. We'll find out in just a little while. We'll see you guys in just a bit. And we are back with the FSL Open, the grand finals between Rawr as well as Team Red Horse. I'm Atomo, joining me is Aki, and it's one game for Rawr, Team Red Horse. They had a tough lower bracket game, and I'm thinking maybe the fatigue is playing the factor here. Aki, what are you thinking here?
The biggest factor here is, I think, they both outplayed themselves. The team strategy is almost the same. They have an aggressive play styles, and it will just matter on who gets to initiate well, who gets to use their items and skills very well. That's the thing for me. Both teams are so good. As for me, Gil and Sherry, they're both great carries. KJ and Mary, they're both amazing mid laners. So I don't have much to say, but as for me, it's just an outplay for this one.
I don't know if I can fully agree with that. I feel like it was a better draft by Rawr. They went with this team fight style and they stuck together. On the other side, they tried to go for pickoffs, so it wasn't exactly the same type of. Both teams had different ideas of how they wanted to play, and in the end, it did come down to which team had the better team fight. Puck, Sand King, and Undying definitely better than something like a Storm Spirit, Grimstroke, Earth Spirits. Just wasn't the same. But that's done and dusted. That's game on. That's in the past.
Yeah, but I think I would like to add. I think the thing that also mattered in the game number one is also the timing. Like Team Red Horse was, they're ahead in the
Mm,
early to mid game. They weren't able to finish that game or to maintain that advantage up until the late game. I think their draft can work. Like they lost, they defeat NM in the lane,
mm,
and Storm Spirit, she's quite rich. She's
yes.
quite farmed in that one. So the goal for Team Red Horse is to end that game before the TA gets fat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them like even bottom lane. We saw Gil doing very well. Top lane,
Yeah.
Hazel was able to get a few of those dual kills going on for her. So it was like you said. Once the group up started, it was a bit too late. It's like yeah, we want to win lane, snowball off of that. But TA, we saw the sports. They were like, oh, I don't care about the lane. I'm just gonna go stack ancients for Sherry, and Sherry rewarded them with a big W at the end. So.
Yeah.
eh,
And also
I'm,
they did a good job in, delaying the game.
I'm
Holding
surprised
up.
that we haven't seen any Mars. It was the game that game Mars wasn't banned, so I was like, all right, we're gonna see Mars, but just nobody cares. I was surprised by that. Sand King looks like he's a hot property though. Rawr has used him in both of the games that they've won. I imagine if you're Team Red Horse, you're looking at this, you're like, yeah, I think maybe we'll be banning the Sand King at this point. It seems too strong. We see Sand King Hoodwink, we see Sand King Mirana. It's like it's the Sand King. Like the Sand King is the problem.
Yeah. And if we're going to look back on Team Roar's first game for
Mm.
today, the game that really sets for the team was NM,
Yeah.
her Sand King. So it's really taking a toll for the team if she loses her lane. So
Yeah, I mean, luckily, even though when she loses her lane, like she recovers pretty well. Like she doesn't suffer for too long. In that game, she had like 14 deaths, but you still feel like, wow, she is bringing a big impact. Just a Blink Burrow Sandstorm had so much impact in that game. Other than that, oh well, all right, it's like we're done with that. The draft is ready, and Red Horse they do not ban out the Sand King. They keep that in the pool. Roar getting rid of the Shadow Shaman as well as the Dragon Knight. I believe Shadow Shaman is one of Gia's best heroes. They start out with this. What is this? What is with this Storm first pick? I don't like this meta.
I think it's because of the confidence that Mary has and the confidence that the team has for her. You know, uh, they
10
can
seconds
really
remaining.
rely on to Mary that she can win her lane, even if they pick
5
out
seconds remaining.
Storm in the first phase. No, it's the
Uh,
trust that they have to Mary.
I respect that. I respect that. Although but again, I just feel like Storm Spirit has not had the best performance in today so far. But we'll see. Roar. I expect they'll open up with the Sand King +1. We'll see if what they go for. I don't know if I'm not a big fan of of Mirana versus Storm Spirit, but we'll see. If that's something they want to go with. What they go with? They'll go with the puck. That's KJ's puck. Very impressive performance in game one. And I like how she's like, "Oh, you go with your mid laner first. I'll do the exact same. I have no fear."
Yeah. I think one of the heroes that can really match up against
10
Storm Spirit
seconds
besides
remaining.
the other Spirit heroes is like Bach,
5 seconds remaining.
and I think Queen of Pain is also good, but as we've seen on KJ's performance in the last game with Bach, I think they won't have any problems with it.
Yeah, but I also like the hold. Like Puck and Storm Spirit. Puck, I feel like is less
Dire
damaging, but
team
it does give you a lot more team fight. And Snapfire, there's Mortimer. Team fight galore coming out from the first two picks on Roar's side. Also, this means that firstly,
team
this could be a position for Snapfire. Could work. Ooh, there's a Snapfire
They need
coming out.
to ban Mars for Team Red Horse. You know that Mars and
Radiant
Snapfire
team
combination
ban.
can be very deadly as well, or else there will be a chance that Roar will get it.
Yeah, I imagine they might
Dire
also
team
consider banning out for
Radiant
Roar. They
team
might
ban.
ban out the Magic Community. There you go. Very good call by the Mars ban. They could take. I'm thinking that they're going to take something like a Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter Snapfire is a very strong lane. Lardar Snapfire is a strong lane as well. And of course, there's also the Phoenix, which if you pick Snapfire, Phoenix
10
becomes an option
seconds
for you,
remaining.
not an option for the enemy though.
Yeah. was
5
countered out
seconds
already
remaining.
by Snapfire. But let's see who'll be the next ban for Team Roar here. And I think, do you think this Snapfire can be a core?
I mean, when we've seen Snapfire core, it's usually played in the mid lane. I feel like that's going to be Puck's
Oh
role.
yeah,
We could see a support Puck and a mid Snapfire, even just to flex it. I don't know. I mean, I've seen, like, we've seen Yopaj on the Snapfire, Blink Dagger, Yule Scepter into like Daedalus, and just a very impressive performance with that. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if KJ plays it that way.
yeah. But one thing that I like about Snapfire is you can transition it into a core when the game progresses. Like, the damage coming out from that little shredder,
Yeah.
and with the shard, at least that stun coming out from that scatter blast.
By the way, this ban on Mirana makes me feel like we might be seeing a Phoenix. I mean, I've been saying Phoenix a lot. I know.
10
I'm just like, oh
seconds
my god.
remaining.
There are other heroes besides Phoenix in this game, but it does feel like it might
5
be a good
seconds
Phoenix game right
remaining.
now. Like no Juggernaut,
No
no
jog, yeah.
Mira. So that might be something. Rawr, I think we might want to consider banning out the Life Stealer. 2 infest bomb targets, immune to everything from the pocket Snapfire. Like
Radiant
definitely.
team
Oh, oh, okay. They go with this.
Anti-mage? Are they going for
Dire team
Medusa?
pick.
They go with
Yeah. There you go.
well
I saw
said.
it coming.
She saw it from a mile away. Even before the game starts, she's like, "I think this is a Medusa game. I'm feeling it." But yeah,
Yeah.
Medusa on the Raw side, though, they definitely need some
10
some
seconds
beefy
remaining.
boys in the front line. Tidehunter, I'm loving.
5
Slaughter, I'm
seconds
loving as
remaining.
well. Magnus could work, but Magnus generally isn't exactly the same. Like you want to stay behind, then you want to jump in and get a big
Dire
RP. So I
team
don't
pick.
feel like Sand King is right to play. Oh,
Actually, Animus, as far as I know, Animus using Magnus. So I think Magnus can be an option here for Team Roar or a Centaur War Runner. They, as you said, they need a beefy, a chunky frontliner
10
here for the
seconds
Medusa
remaining.
to give out her right clicks freely.
definitely love
5
Centaur. Not a
seconds
hero we've
remaining.
seen for a long time, but definitely a very strong hero. Red Horse, they also have a pretty strong off lane with the Sand King Lion. Not exactly the same level of mana drain as an anti-mage, but Lion does have mana drain, which could be a problem for Medusa. So, and yeah, this again gives you more reason for us to
Radiant
pick something
team
tank.
pick.
What's Red Horse going to go with? They go with the Keeper of...
Keeper of the Light. Oh, I'm thinking of a Darkseer offlane for Team Roar. Darkseer offlane can be an option.
Dire team ban.
I'm going to go with the
Omni-Knight again. Yeah. There's Medusa. She needs something to sustain her or to make her alive during the team fight,
Yeah, although I'm not sure I love the
Radiant
amount of
team
stuns on
ban.
Roar's side. You have Dream Coil and Cookie, and you have no one to Cookie right now. It's like you're not going to
Team ban.
Cookie Puck early or Omni-Knight. These guys tend to want to stay behind. Also, this Omni-Knight lane at the top, miserable. Lion, Sand King can stack stuns on him. Very tough lane for the Omni-Knight. You need about 2 points in Heavenly Grace if you want to survive that at least. We'll see what they go with.
Good
And
point. I
10
think Team
seconds
Roar's
remaining.
disable or stun is still lacking.
For
Radiant
sure.
team ban.
But I do think I think a Slardar brings the draft together for Roar. Good with the Snapfire Cookie, tanky boy, works well with the Omni-Knight, the Heavenly Grace is good, gives you vision on Sand King. There is no Dispels on Red Horse right now, so we'll see. I'm surprised they
seconds
haven't
remaining.
banned, I think like Leicester might be a solid ban for Roar, but we'll see what
5
they go with
seconds
here.
remaining.
They banned the Drow Rangers. I'm feeling like it's a melee offlaner here. Leisure Commander is also in the pool, but I want something with a easier lockdown, not such long cooldown.
Yeah. I was expecting it to come from one of the supports, but they
team
opted
pick.
for an Omni Knight. But the Team Red Horse, if they would consider, I think Razor is a good pick for them. Razor carry
Yeah, I like it.
can
I
also
like it a
work
lot.
out.
Razor. Although the problem with the Razor K is that it is mostly physical damage. Omni-Knight can remove that, but then again, it's like, yeah,
10
so what? He's
seconds remaining.
you just wait for it to go. You can't dispel it after all.
5
Red
seconds
Horse. Would they go
remaining.
for Razor? Razor is so good against Medusa for sure.
Yeah, because Medusa will be the only hero that you would rely in terms of physical damage, right?
Yeah, they are kind of. I'm not saying they're like. I mean, they are lacking a bit of damage on Roar's side. You need a bit more. Snapfire Puck is good magic damage early, but not. It's not amazing. Later on, you want someone else to add to that.
Radiant team
And Red Horse, who did they go with? They go with the Spectre, and
Yeah, a natural carrier or builder of diffusal blade.
with the
Spectre is
Manta
really
style as
nice.
well. Yeah, she
Yeah.
can do lots of illusions, easy, quick mana burn, Roar. Time for them to decide. They do know they're up against Spectre, and this is gonna be Viper. Or would they go? They go with the Axe.
You may now
Awesome.
select your hero.
Low
Oh.
cooldown. BKB
That's
piercing.
what we were talking about.
That's what we've been
lockdown.
wanting. We
Yeah.
want that. Good damage as well with the spin. Works really well with the Dream Coil as well as the Snapfire. Snapfire Axe in the lane is very strong. Omniknight can also buff up Axe with the Heavenly Grace for extra damage and help. Like, I love this Axe pick. Love it. Red Horse's draft also pretty good though. Although I don't feel like they have very good hold with the epicenters. Like, they have to wait until Gia gets the Aghanim Scepter, then you can work a combo,
Yeah, and also they would just rely onto Ligaya in terms of, another lockdown. So the same with Red Horse, they're still lacking in terms of, stuns and stuff. And in terms of lane, Axe and Snapfire, they can be very aggressive in the lane, or they have two options. They can be aggressive, or this Axe can just go onto the back of the tower, just pull out those creeps.
Yeah, I am a big fan of the Roar's draft. I feel like they generally tend to draft these easy to execute lineups. Axe is super strong late game with the BKB piercing. Like, he still scales, by the way. The hero does get free armor for every kill with his ultimate, which is just absolutely lovely. They might need something, a pipe though. I'm feeling that this is a very good Glimmer Cape pipe game because there's so much magic damage. Keeper of the Light, Storm Spirit, Sand King, and Light. Like, so much magic. That's the one thing I think that War needs if they want to win this game.
Yeah, and the pressure is not heavily reliant onto the Axe. If she gets that good call, they still have that buck. They still have the Dream Coil. They still have second chance to reinitiate or re-engage in the team fight. But for here, again, for Team Red Horse, they really need to look out for this Sand King because that will set up the early game for their team.
Yeah, and I think Sand King should have an okay laning phase. Like, I don't think Omniknight Medusa are going to be able to bully him out of the lane. They're like, all right, we'll just farm. And Sand King will enjoy the farm, get a nice fast blink dagger. We'll see how his team works with him though. Laning phase absolutely crucial for Red Horse, by the way. Sand King needs to do well. Spectre, if she suffers, she
30
also tends to
seconds to
have a
battle.
tough time recovering. Oh man,
The thing here is they have Snapfire,
yeah,
they
and
still have
Coil.
Pookie to chase for the chase.
I mean, they have like the team. Like, again, the only three heroes from Rawr are so strong early. Like Berserker's Call, Coil into Mortimer's Kisses. You can easily kill 5 people with just that. So, man, I don't know. I feel like Rawr's draft, again, very similar to their previous style, should work pretty well for them.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
They're teasing Mary. Like Gil is saying that someone stop Abed. That's why they tipped out Mary.
poor thing.
Someone
knows?
stop this Abed draft.
Maybe Abed's copying Mary. It's the other way.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Right? The girls are leading, so the boys are following us. They're just copycats.
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, we'll see how Mary can do in this game. It's the same matchup she had in the previous game. She did pretty well against. I think she got a quick level 6 and got a kill on KJ. And she got a solo kill on him for sure. Top lane is going to be the Axe against the Spectre as well as the Call. Call, very annoying hero to lane against. Not only does he have Luminate, which does a lot of damage, but he's also so goddamn fast. Something like 325 movement speed or something. One of the fastest heroes in the game. Very difficult for the Axe to get close and get him.
Yeah. But here, bottom lane. Okay, Ligaya and Naomi. She used her stun already. I heard it in the in game. But Hazelia, last hits and denies. Well, they're quite even with the Spectre, with the Medusa. So all good as of now.
Wait, what? No, wait, whoa. Puck's got nothing.
Yeah,
Puck's 1 and
he's
0.
having a hard time here
Yeah, I was like,
getting all those last hits.
you were like, it's even. And I'm looking, I'm like, huh, there's something missing here. And I'm like, wait, oh my god, Puck is
Oh
really
no.
struggling. It gets easier as you get some
Oh,
levels though.
she got denied again.
Under the tower, I saw that. That was so tough. And it's not like she's the only one who's suffering. Oh, actually, Keep Up Lights got 3 CS. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's just Puck, basically a support at the moment, behind the supports, in fact. That is very surprising to see. Lots of scaling, by the way, in this game. You got armor scaling from Axe. You got finger scaling from Lion. How do you feel about this? That Dota is getting more and more scaling abilities. Do you like this, or do you think it's like a bad direction for the game?
Not really, because they oh wait, something's happening at the top lane.
Yep, Gil is
Yeah.
takes a lot of damage, but she's gonna be fine overall. Battle Hunger slow, as well as some spins doing it. It's just annoying.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier that I think it won't be a problem since both teams has a heavily farming carry. They can just opt to to farm and can go to a
Radiant's top
slower
tower
phase
is under attack.
Mhm.
of the game. They can be aggressive and they can both play safe at the same time.
Looks like Rawr might be securing both
So-
bounty ruins at the 3 minutes mark. But yeah, what I meant was like, what do you feel about heroes getting scaling a bit? Like we always had dual damage, but now we have
Yeah. So
Necrophos.
you like yeah, you're saying like the pressures in there that they need to get some kills and stuff.
Yeah, like how do you feel about the mechanic? Do you like that Axe has free armor, or do you think like nah, that's too gimmicky? Oh, meanwhile, bomb lane though, it's some damage, but Sherry should be okay. Oh, Sherry.
I like it. I like it because their draft is pretty aggressive here, and if they get more kills, they have some frontliners.
Yeah.
Axe can just tank up all the damage, and there's Medusa at the backlines giving out some right clicks.
Axe surprisingly not taking Berserker's Claws level. Berserker's Claws level 3. Naomi taking quite a bit of damage here, but she should be overall fine. Legaia, I can't chase for that one. Oh, this level 2 Omni. Level 1 heal is so bad. You need to get level 2 before it becomes actually useful.
Yeah.
Alright, CS starting to even out a little bit
Dire's
here.
middle tower
Puck
is under
definitely
attack.
recovering. Axe is the one who's
Able
suffering
to
the most.
recover. Yeah.
Axe is the one who's suffering the most right now. That 10 and 1. Oh, wow. Naomi, careful, bro. Or sis. Really just going forward. Double
two
stun.
stuns.
That is a lot. There's a lot of punishment for Naomi, but she's fine. She is a tanky Omni. She is able to take the beating right now.
I think for now the option here for NM is the one that I have said earlier, that she can just pull out those
Dire's
creeps
middle
or
tower
or
is
just
under
go to the camps that that the Keeper of the Light is pulling out.
Hazel, like she wasn't in risk of dying, but she definitely takes a lot of harass right now. And yeah, Axe could definitely do that if he's suffering, but he's okay. He's only a couple of CS behind the Sand King. He's gonna be fine overall, and he's actually soloing the lane. I think that we're seeing Snapfire is stacking. Can we look at the stacks? Yep, stacks Ancient, and as well as the just the perfect stack of the triangle. They're like, oh Sherry, you were good with Templar Assassin. Let's give you Medusa. Just keep farming, Sherry. You just farm, girl. I don't
He's
need
good
you.
at it.
You're excellent at farming. You do you. I trust you.
Yeah. But there you go. Mana drain towards Medusa. It's kind of useful and helpful for for their lane to drain out just the mana of Sherry. They can just attempt. They see that she doesn't have mana anymore. They have that Bar Strike, that Earth Spike, but wait, and might die on this one. It's 3 heroes chasing him down.
Oh, Gil.
He's been
I was
hurt
like,
down. Yeah.
you love. Can she get the slow in time? Ah, the stun misses, and M will be fine. Oh, there's a GS charges up, but
Also misses.
like NM's got some nice feet. She's like, I move to the left, I move to the right, nothing's gonna hit me. Then mid laners will both hit level 6, and Ulap, she is just going. She is manning up, very tanky on the Snapfire, but she is just gonna be able to make it out just fine. Woof.
I mean, you can also expect her to deal some damage. She bought some Blightstone,
Yeah.
and it comes up together with that little shredder, right?
Yeah, she's just doing But I don't think she has appointed Little Shredder yet, which is a bit odd. I think she's going for 2-1 and 0. She might get Little Shredder at some point because Axe doesn't really deal much physical. Oh, Ulap, this could be it.
Okay.
Girl, are you gonna be okay? Ah, first blood goes to Gil, not the last person you want to give first blood to.
I think
And-
those 3 games that we casted, it's always Jill that gets the first blood of the game.
Well, she got in this game, but Mary, she overextended and loses her life. In the end, I think it's kind of even. Yeah, first blood goes to Red Horse, but they lose their mid laner in the process. Whereas for Rawr, they only lose their position 4. Not ideal, but I think both teams are kind of happy with how it's going.
Good rotation from the supports though.
Mm.
Let's see. If we're going to compare the last hits and denies of Medusa and Spectre, it's even. So
Very even, yeah.
it's looking more interesting that their carries are quite farmed, but
Oh, Medusa, is she gonna be fine? Oh man, the Omni Knight not around to protect her. He's all the way in mid lane refilling the bottle. But there's a difference between the Medusa and the Spectres. Medusa can farm stacks. Spectre has a much harder time doing that. She'll need her team to help her do that. Alright. Good rotation though from Mary, and looks like NM might be losing his life as well. Nice Berserker's Call, good cookie, and Ula, but it's not enough in the end. They do get the kill, and they might be getting more as well. Gia land. Oh, a little bit actually misses. I thought that was gonna land for sure, and that miss cost them. Nice, nice 2-man Dream Coil. They might be losing Legaia, but no, KJ is still
alive.
loses her life instead. And Legaia is gonna be able to go for more. And they oh my god, Gil gets a kill on Olaf in the top lane. Naomi might be losing her life as well. Legaia taking some damage. The hammer falls, but not enough. And Naomi is gonna die. Double kill from. It's 1 for 6.
Yeah, what I'm seeing here is it's a different story for the 2 offlaners of the team. Like Hazelia is having a much easier life than the Axe. So
it's definitely going very much in favor of Red Horse in both the side lanes really, and mid lane as well. For the CS is still relatively the same, but I believe that's like that kill makes a big difference. Naomi, no, you came to the wrong neighborhood, buddy. Will she have enough time? She gets the heal off. She could get the health and the grace off. She does have the magic wand. Oh my god, she used everything, and poor thing is just not enough to survive. Loses her life in the end.
yeah.
All
I think
right.
they can just wait for Axe to bounce back, just like in the first game. This is the same scenario as the last game, right? Like
It's very
they're
familiar.
dominating in the early to mid game, but once NM gets her, her key items, and once again, this is still a Medusa, so even if Team Red Horse is dominating in the early game, they still have that insurance hero for Team Rawr.
True, like it's similar to game 1. Like they have the game 1 was the TA. Oh, all right, they're gonna go. Dream Coil lands. Can they get a kill? This is a very tanky Spectre, and look, everyone's here. They're like, all right, let's just go back. Ooh, Gil, though she doesn't have much like first finger kill coming out for the Lion. Hazel is here. She throws out the stun, but looks like it's gonna be fine. Legaia might be in trouble. Oh, Legaia, there's the FSL center for Hazel. It cancels, but cancels it in the end, and they
Not
might
a
be
good
losing.
idea, I think.
They might be losing NM. Oh, Hazel!
Here's the Omni Knight!
Who's here? Can you get the stun up? Gets the hammer, walks into the range of the Sentry Ward. So still 1-for-1 trade. You're happy right now if you are Rawr. Traded the Snapfire for the Sand King. You're okay with that.
This will slow down the Sand King a bit. Like, the timing, the Blink Dagger timing of this Sand King.
And during that whole time, Spectre was not farming. They did collapse on her lane. Mary was farming, so at least you're happy with that. But Sherry was, she's farming up a storm. Spectre is not.
Yeah, Spectre is fighting, right? He's engaging in team fights.
Oh, very close. Naomi's making it out, and instead Naomi is gonna loses her life in the end. I was like, is there hope? Is there hope? TP is just a millisecond too late, and it's Naomi's not having a good game at all. It's fine though. Ulap level 5. These are level 6. Just the supports on the Radiant side still level 5. Both supports on the Dire side level 6. So Red Horse You know that's making a big difference. They're able to just do so much with their supports that the other team cannot.
Mary's going for Orchid of Malevolence again.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean she goes for that in general. And, I don't think she's. I like it's an item that she likes to get. We've seen her get, I think, in pretty much every game that she's played. So why not? If it's not broken, why fix it?
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
know.
Mary,
Cherry?
Mary
Wait
should,
for Manta style.
by the way, they should change their names. Mary and Cherry? No, that's not. No, it should be like Mary and Harley Quinn or something. It can't be Mary and Cherry. It's too. It's like
too complicated.
right, Luna. I don't know. This is too much. I can't handle it. Smoke comes
Cherry
out.
and Mary.
Smoke comes out from Mary, and I think they're looking for Sherry. So
That's so witty.
this is gonna be a nightmare for me. All right, let's see who they can go for. Oh,
Pop
KJ.
is here.
KJ is gonna be fine though, and they don't have the lockdown. Only Lion can hold down the puck right now.
Yes, but I'm liking what Team Red Horse is doing right now. You know, they're invading jungle area of Team Rawr. So as you can see, Sherry's just farming on the towers.
Oh, and M a bit too far. I don't think they're gonna be able to make it out. They do have Mormor's Kisses are thrown out, but only a few because it looks like the stun came out from Hazel. And beautiful two-man stun. Ulap with style points. They didn't get any, they got the tower, but they lost the axe. But Ulap also got my heart with that cookie. That was very well done.
That was very good, Cookie. Stunning up 2 heroes that prevents it from killing her. And they're going for smoke again. I think they will still want to go with this tier 1 tower.
Yeah, but the problem is that they have Dream Coil, but they have no other spells. Oh, Ulap is probably gonna lose her life. Okay, nice Heavenly Grace keeping her alive. There is no Mortimer's Kisses here, and that might be the dead Hazel. Good kill, by the way. Sherry shows up. She's like, "Oh, thank you very much. Delivery? I will take it."
The good thing there is she gets that kill. But again, they need to address this ward placements of Team Red Horse because they have Hunt and the heroes can easily connect to Spectre, and they do have a good vision on where Sherry's farming.
Yeah, they're definitely showing all those deep wards right now, and it's definitely hurting them. You can't have that. Like wards on the triangle, Sherry is always gonna be at risk when she farms. They also have a ward very deep in the other side of the jungle, so. Well, then they ping out. They're like, "Hey guys, Sherry's right there. If we want to kill her," and they're actually making a beeline. And they're all going there. There is a blink on the Sand King. Sherry. Okay, she's. By the way, she does not have the armor on.
The mana shield.
Oh, they turned it on in time, and Sherry should be okay. She's womaning up, and she's going to go for them. And look, nice TP by Naomi.
Nice play from that Omni.
Omni will they be able to go for more puck? Oh, Dream Coil misses, but it doesn't matter. They get the kill anyway, and it's going to Ulap. Even though Naomi was the MVP in that fight, beautiful TP into Heavenly Grace. But
I mean, you would get it. They would really do everything to save up the Medusa, but NM on the bottom lane.
Now Kisses come out, and by the way, this has been the second time we see Kisses being wasted. I feel like at this point, Ulap has to be like, all right, I'm gonna be playing with the puck, not the axe. The axe so far twice has been wasted. The ulti. Are you gonna go for more? They are. Finger comes out, gets a kill. Ligaya very happy with that. 2 finger kills. That's gonna be a lot of HP later with the talent.
Yeah. Mary, she has the Malevolence already. But on the other side of the map, Sherry's still on the top of the net worth. She have a decent amount of stacks. Just like in the game 1.
Yeah, and also another thing is that I don't know how I feel about Orchid this game because there is an Omni who can dispel it.
Yeah.
It's like either do you Orchid the Omni, but he's always going to be kind of deep.
I think she can just use it for pickoffs, They have deep wars. They do know if there's an Omni Knight or not. She can just use it in the pickoffs.
That's a good point. Yeah, but the problem is that you spend a lot, like 3,000 gold on an item that doesn't give you value in team fights.
Yeah.
Unless you catch the Omni Knight, but we'll see. Sherry By the way, she's not turning on Mana Shield, which, by the way, makes me feel very anxious. It's like, turn on Mana.
It's too scary, and she doesn't
wait.
have any items for
Wait,
a
is
life
it-
steal.
It's on, but the visual doesn't look there. Apparently, it's on, right?
It's
That's-
on.
Yeah, it's on. It just doesn't look like you can see
Maybe
the.
it's a bug.
It is a bug. Like you can see the HUD.
No, it's not on.
Oh, now it's on. But it has the. Do you see the icon? It has two of them. The shield icon. Oh, the first one is the 250 mana. That's new. Oh, okay, alright.
Okay.
All
I
right.
get it.
I see it
I was
now.
quite confused for a moment.
No, definitely. I was also confused. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I think they're having internet issues again. They're asking Mary if she got some internet issues. But anyway, do you like what the Team Rawr is doing right now? That they're just being defensive. You know, they're not initiating anything.
I think I think they need to regroup and take a second. You know, we've seen Axe die a bunch of times without being able to
He has
work.
a blink dagger already, so this might be the time that they need to group up.
I like the Hood of Defiance on the Axe, by the way. But yeah, they need to like get all their. They need to work with Dream Coil. So far, Axe has played with Snap, and Puck has played with Omni. They haven't played as a 4-man unit. I think as a 4-man unit, we'll see their full strength. I think it'll be pretty terrifying. It's a smoke on smoke action, and M has the blink daggers.
Oh.
Naomi's way in front though. Holy crap! Naomi. Okay, looks like they're just gonna go with it. Okay, Naomi gets the Heavenly Grace off, and looks like they might be losing the okay, but no Dream Coil comes out, and the Heavenly Grace was supposed to be used on the NM. And alright, Sherry's here though. Sherry's here. She might get a kill on Mary. My God, that's gonna be confusing again. And looks like they lose the Omni as well. Nice kill. So by Axe, and they go for more. Oh, that push. That push actually
saves.
Right, it moves away from Burrow Strike. And meanwhile, though,
Cherry, she needs help.
yep, is anyone gonna come to help Sherry? Axe is here. He's ready to go. Axe, are you gonna jump in? Will you risk your life? Oh, Axe jumped in, but my bad, was it a bit too late? Oh, the magic wand comes out in time, but not enough to get the kill, and they lose.
It's
so
kill
much.
again. Double kill for this Spectre, and you don't want to give kills to a Spectre.
Yeah, it was
It's not a far. It's not. She doesn't have any farming items. You know, she would get those gold in terms of kills. And there you go. She had the double kill.
She had the highest damage in that fight, the most gold, the most DXP awarded, and a big bar back because again we are not seeing the Puck Snapfire because this is the third time we see Mortimer's Kiss come out. She throws out like 3 or 4 globs, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm stunned," or "There's no one to throw it on." And at least there's still a lot of hope. You know, Rawr, it's not over at all for Rawr, but my God, they have misexecuted their combo 3 times now.
Yeah. And the thing here, the most hard part here for the Snapfire, if she gives out that Mortimer's Kisses, the Storm Spirit can just zip in, jump in her.
That's fine. I mean, even if you get at least 3 or 4 kisses to land, that's still a good amount of damage because there's like a delay. So just getting 2 or 3 would be enough. But the problem is like you're just never getting anything. Sherry is farmed, but also you can see the Axe is he's struggling, but not much more than Sand King. I'm getting a little bit worried right now for Rawr. But do you think this is a situation to worry, or is it like nah, it's fine?
I think kind of because Spectre, she gets her item, she has a decent amount of damage, and this Lion, she got her early blink dagger, and it's doing so much in terms of team fight.
I think she's gonna be carrying a Philosopher's Stone as well, so she's gonna get benefit from all that extra gold. Actually, I think the Call's got a Philosopher's Stone. Oh,
Here, that's what I'm talking about.
there you go.
The blink dagger from the Lion is doing so much for the team.
Yeah, that's another death on KJ. KJ not having the same performance as she did in game 1, but Rawr still has a good wombo combo, and they have a pretty farmed Medusa. So. But more needs to happen. More needs to start happening for them. Oh, okay. What are they going for? They're going for the. They want to kill the Omni Knight. They want to get rid of this Omni Knight. Good cookie though, keeping him alive. Omni Knight is still ready to go. Omni Knight, does not throw out any of his spells there. Big jump! by the the axe on Berserker's Call, but everyone's dead, so it doesn't actually matter. It's a team wipe again.
Oh no. I feel like every time Axe is going in, she just dies instantly.
I mean, like again, Puck was down, so they need.
I think it makes sense because I think the acid skills of Spectre is also proccing. Do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely causing issues for the axe here. She did get a great Berserker's Call. She got a 3-man Berserker's Call, but like Medusa's dead, and there's no one else to. And the Mortimer's Kisses are like only like close range, not really doing much. I mean, 5-22, huge win for Red Horse. Looks like we might be going for Game 3 if this keeps up, though.
Yeah. And this is what we are talking about. The Team Red Horse is adjusting on their play styles, and yeah, they really need this win so that they can force out the game number 3, and they can again take the championship for FSL.
Well, we'll see how it goes for them. I feel like what does we have on the OmniNet? Let's do a quick item roundup. See what we're working with here. OmniNet, what's you guys going for? Force staff only has a soul ring, nothing else. This is a smoke though. Can we catch anyone? Hazel? Oh, okay. Hey, what? Just that's. Oh no, they're going. They want to go somewhere else. Yeah, they want to get Gil. All right, she's been coiled up. The cookie misses, but the Berserker's Call does not breaks the coil at the end with a force staff. But Gil's still alive. She's so tanky, and looks like we might be losing.
Oh no!
And MSG is gonna fall, and I think NM is gonna fall. FSL comes out. Are they gonna be able to get the puck? No. Okay, nice blink away by the puck. Still fine. There's no Mortimer's Kisses, by the way. Mortimer's Kisses just come out right now, and it's going to be a 1-for-0 trade overall. Puck loses life 2-for-0.
I think it's the lion that caught her.
It is. It's entering that death zone there.
Yeah.
Like we have not seen a good combo between the puck.
I think that's a bit of a mistake from Team Rawr that they ignored the Sand King.
Yes.
They went tunnel vision onto the Spectre, and they didn't even notice that the Keeper of the Light is also there.
Yeah, for sure. I was also like, I was thinking they'd go for the easier kill, especially Sand King, who's so much team fight. Like, Sand King right now brings more to team fights than Spectre does. But they're like, nah, Spectre's the late game. We want to take her out, and it looks like Spectre might also have this Aegis drop for her as well. Up.
And this is the first Aegis of the game. They can go push out all the other lanes. Okay, what do you think that Team Rawr needs to do to bounce back on this one? I feel like they can't heavily rely onto Axe, onto a good call.
Axe is going for the BKB, so it'll help when he gets it. But I mean, at this point, it just has to be Puck starts with a Dream Call. We're not seeing those Dream Calls. Naomi might be losing her life, and she will. That's fine. Position 5 dying. That happens. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, kill is still a kill for Team Red Horse, you know.
But that's true. Like, if they could use this to snowball into way more kills. But again, Ahmed up to 20 seconds. They just have to get a lucky jump with the Puck. Get the line and the Keeper of the Light. Those two might be your targets. Look at the farm, by the way. Gia doubling the farm of Naomi. Naomi's just got nothing this game. I mean, Connell naturally farms well, but you wouldn't think he could just double the farm of Naomi just like that.
But the good thing here for Team Rawr is Sherry can still farm. She also have Eye of Skadi. She has Mantis Talon. She's going for Butterfly. Good item choice.
Really?
This will force up the Spectre to build an MKB.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so much magic damage that you might want to get a BKB on the...
Oh! Burrow Strike again!
It's the... but yep, Yulop loses her life, and they might be losing the Omni as well. Omni does get her spells off at least. And, okay, Dream Call comes out, but is it going to help? Mary just jumping around, controlling NM. And KJ is here, double stunned by Hazel. And I'm feeling like this is just going this might be it, you know. I don't know if they
Oh,
have
beautiful
enough.
Dota. I would like to commend Ligaya again. You know, I was looking at her at the icon in the minimap. She's not going in. She's just waiting for the puck. She's just here on the triangle camp. She's just waiting for the right timing to go in, and it pays off.
Radiant's top tower is under
I
She was
mean,
able
the-
to catch
top tower
KJ.
has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, she's done it like this is the second time we see her blink catch with a hex, and it's causing so much headache. Rawr, they've got nothing. I mean, they've just like look at the net worth of their heroes. Puck and Axe are 99% chance of victory for Red Doors. You wouldn't think we were kept saying like, oh yeah, Rawr has a chance. Team fights. It was like 99%.
Let's not forget the 96 or 94% win rate earlier.
I mean, I don't know. Red Horse is like I feel like they're just gonna take it at this point. How is Rawr gonna come back here?
I'm not really sure. You know, what I'm saying is every time NM goes in, she just dies instantly. I
Yes.
don't. I'm not really sure if BKB will change that, but you know, Jill's right click is more than enough to kill
Radiant's top
an
tower is
axe.
under attack.
Yeah, the Desolate is pure damage, which means that it doesn't care about how much armor Axe. Plus, armor Axe did get a nerf. Berserker's Call gives you even less armor than it used to. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna check. Let's see the buyback. Not sorry, the BKB stats on the Dire side. Dire does not have many buybacks. I don't think. Sorry, BKBs. They don't have a single BKB. So the Wombo combo, if it comes out from Rawr, is still deadly. There's no BKB. We just haven't seen a single. Like, we haven't seen good executions. Just gonna go with that. Rawr has not been able to execute. There's
I
Gio
just feel like Team Roar. You know, we talked about this in the.
Okay,
wait.
there's something.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no follow up.
It's kind of crazy that Gia is level 16 and NM is level 13 only. They go straight away for the Omnight. Omnight's dead. No Heavenly Grace for you. NM is dead as well. Omnight does buy back, and they're trying to go for Miri here. Again, where's the Dream Core? Oh wait, they get a kill on Gil, but it's only the Aegis kill.
The Aegis.
Buyback on NM. This is they're like, alright, oh, this Naomi, what?
KJ.
Sorry, KJ loses her life again. Beautiful cookie here gets a stun. Alright, so two-man stun by Ligaya here. Ulop loses life. Hazel triple kill Sherry. I feel like you're gonna be losing your life very soon here. Nice jump by NM, but he's not tanky. Sherry loses her life. Naomi dies back, and at this point, I mean, just end the game. End the suffering is what I say.
That's a nice sandstorm from Hazelia. You know, she got all that kills in that fight. Oh
Yeah.
no.
I mean, they got what they could. They tried to play it around, but it's like you guys are just so far behind. Even if they execute the combo at this point, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Like they don't have enough to go through it. Well, but they are playing. You know, honor is at stake. Besides, honor is more important than money. You know.
Yeah. And once again, they're
Radiant's
they're
middle tower
fighting
is under
against
attack.
the defending champions of FSL.
Alright, that's a beautiful creep cookie just so that they can stun the enemy creeps. Alright, by the way,
Nothing can stop them.
Has fallen.
Gil did use the Aegis in that previous fight, so there is something of an opening in that you can kill Gil now. Like before you couldn't, now you can. That could make a difference.
But at what cost? You know, I think every time they aim for Spectre, either the Axe or the Omni Knight dies.
That's true. Oh, and KJ, I think KJ's dead. Oh, KJ, can you actually? She hasn't been able to do the blink thing. I like every time I think she got the hotkey or messed up or something because she can't do the blink combo where she can just phase shift blink. Is she not maxed out? What's the problem here? No, she's level 16 and just seems to be unable. And Abed, there you go, everyone cheering on Mary. Oh, NM's dead again. I don't even know how, like our observers like how would she die? And there's your two initiators.
Maybe she went in again.
Right, she's like, it's alright guys, I
Gave
got them.
herself out.
Oh, 7 finger stacks for Lion, by the way. The guy, very, very tanky with lots of damage with that extra, with like 7 extra kills. Oh,
I really get the side of the axe, the call. She needs to call all five heroes of Team Red Horse, because if you miss one hero, you would just get disabled.
oh, okay. Sherry, she's being disabled right now, and Spectre shows up with the ultimate, and just two of them are enough to bring down Naomi. Well, we've seen this one before, haven't we, Naomi? Naomi is gonna die. Mary, 18, 2, and 14 in this game. Oh, alright, that's a thing.
Storm game.
Alright,
Okay.
Dream Coil is used. Oh, this could be a big deal here. Can he get it? Oh, come on, Hazel! Hazel is gonna be
She's
just
still alive.
fine.
She still has BKB. Can
Uh,
re-engage a team fight.
And there goes Snapfire as well. Mary just jumping over. She wants to get 20 kills in this game. Meanwhile, KJ
Okay.
dies.
Again.
And then
I think
dies.
this is it.
I feel like this
Just
game is
end the suffering.
right. Like I was like they've been trying. They keep trying and trying, but it's not really happening. Only it's 5 to 44. Like 90% of the kills in this game have gone to one side.
Are fortified.
But on PMA, just don't give up until the barracks come down.
No, they're like, who do you think is gonna come down first, the barracks or me and you? Me and you. Mary is just
I think it's me and you.
GG is called before. Thank
Yeah.
God.
We're going for game 3.
Are going for game 3. Rawr looking pretty bad in this game. Red Horse, great team fight. Mary made like the pick-off potential so much better. Ligaya and Sand King were doing so much work in this game. So Red Horse looking very easy on their side. Like they didn't sweat at all in this game. And MVP goes to Mary. 19 kills. What a performance. Look at Gia, by the way. 0-0-26. That's also very good.
A nice
Ligaya,
KDA, yeah, especially Gil and Ligaya. It's Zelia and Mary just that gets to die in this game. And again, it all comes down to their laning stage. It's just the execution of hero. We're talking about in the drafting phase that we like Rawr's draft.
and
Like,
I mean, I
yeah,
like it still. It's just that we never saw Dream Coil, Berserker's Call together. It just always looked bad. By the way, look at the kills on Roar's side. Every one of them got one kill. So at least you like, yeah,
evenly distributed. Everyone gets a kill.
you get a kill, you get a kill. It's very much like Oprah was like, everybody's getting a kill. Everyone's getting one kill. But yeah, Mary, incredible performance. Hazel, good jumps. Gia, we didn't see her do too like 26 assists is amazing. She was just always in the back line. The guy, great jumps. Gil also just carried the team to victory. Rawr, they need to pick Sand King earlier. Like this NM Axe did nothing for me in this game. I didn't like the Snapfire combo either.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the reason is that the best heroes of hero of Ulap was banned.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure if Hoodwink was banned.
she was. But I was doing anime on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
But anyway, we're going for game 3.
we are going for game 3. So we're going all 3 games of the grand final, which is what we want. I want a closer game. I don't like that game. I like game 1 more. There was a bit
It's
of
so one-sided.
I hated that. We want a good, not clean. We want a good, messy game 3. That's what we want. But we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll come back to you guys about 10 minutes with game 3. We'll be crowning our champions after that. I'm Atomo. Join me is Aki. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, and we are back to our final game of the grand finals between Rawr and Red Horse. Each team has taken a game off of each other, and now it's for all the marbles, for all the money, and for the most important thing, the pride that's on the line. The pride is the most important thing. I'm Atomo. Joining me is the prideful Aki. How are you feeling?
I'm a bit tired, but it's really and I feel enjoy watching these ladies play because it's like a high level of Dota. I feel like I'm watching some kind of a DPC and stuff, a different kind of play. If you would compare it to my rank, which is I'm just a legend. I'm really amazed how these ladies play.
Yeah, I mean, I know because people are always like, man, Aki, she's a legend. She's a legendary player, legendary good. So that's what we're going with. But yeah,
Legend means differently in Dota.
of course. But speaking of the two teams, they're playing for 500 USD. You know, the whole prize pool is 1,000. You go first place, you take half of it, which is pretty nice for a weekend of Dota. You know, you get up, you play with your friends, you take home a lot of money. I like that. That's how every tournament should be, basically. So yeah, whoever wins this, uh, congratulations to them. Red Horse has won the last three FSLs. Rawr has not won the last three FSLs. They usually they're the only team who can take team games off Red Horse, but they haven't been able to actually beat them in a best of three yet. So this could be a really big opening for them.
And this might be their chance to, grab that crown to these ladies from Team Red Horse. But let's see how are they going to do in this last game of the series. Are they going for a different approach, or is it? Do you feel like there's a problem with Team Roar's draft with the
And
last game?
no, I thought it was the execution problem. I thought their draft was very good, but I thought the way they executed was just bad. And Red Horse
Oh,
straight away
this is
taking this.
kind of new to me that they didn't pick Storm Spirit in the first pick.
I think they're gonna pick it second pick. They just want to make sure they get Sand King. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, we know you're good with Sand King. Let's just take Sand King. NM has played Sand King every game so far, except when they couldn't, when it was picked against it, and now they go with the Juggernaut. Okay, decent pick against the Sand King for sure. But do they might they go with the Grimstroke, one of Gia's heroes, along with the Keep of the Light and the Shadow Shaman. There you go.
Oh yeah, we
Told
saw
ya.
it coming again.
Easy peasy. And I was like, I did the WWBW. No, sorry, WWBD. What would Bulba do? And I was like, there you go.
What would Volva do? And Red Horse, let's see if they're still going to ban out, Olaf's heroes. Mars will be banned. One of the most contested heroes in this patch, and I'm expecting them to ban out again Mirana because of Olaf again.
Radiant team back.
Oh, it's Pangolier.
They get rid of the Pangol. It's fine. They still have time to get rid of the Mirana. Good combo with the Grimstroke and the Juggernaut, though. Very strong laning combo. Magic immune, Ink Swell is just a lot of damage, a lot of disables. Put up a Phantom's Embrace as well. So I kind of like it. We'll see what other combos they want to put with the Grimstroke. I feel like that's not enough.
5 seconds remaining.
I think this is the time that Team Roar has a big chance of picking out a Doom. It's one of KJ's favorite hero in the mid lane, and again, it's decent against the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, I like the idea of a Doom as well. I think a Doom would be pretty good. Great Ink Slave, great with Soulbind combo. Lane's pretty decent. I think he should lane pretty decently. It should be difficult for the Storm Spirit to bring him down at least. Red Horse, what do they go with? They get rid of the Queen of Pain. Rawr. That was the last ban here.
I think Team Roar, if they're planning to pick out Puck again, they need to ban Shadow Shaman or Lion.
I mean, Shadow Shaman is already banned, right? So they could definitely.
it's banned.
I do feel like Lion is the better catch hero among the two. It's like the hero tends to get the Blink Dagger faster. Generally, you just tend to rush it on the Lion. Usually, Shadow Shaman is like, I want the Aether Lens, then I want the Blink Dagger. It takes a bit longer. Or what are they going to go with? What are they going to show? They're probably going to be they can pick whatever support they want, because the off-lane hero, they already know the off-lane pick for Red Horse is picked, and they're not going to pick another one, so they should probably go for another support here. I want a hero that can combo with a Grimstroke, though.
Grims, they can just go for Lich again, but the issue there is it's really squishy.
And Sand King
again, the combo there is the Soulbind, the Almond Slash, the Chain Frost. That's kind of deadly.
Honestly, I don't mind if they just go Ogre. Double Ignite, double Fire Blast is pretty good. And you're talking about Lich. I love the combo, but I can't help but think, man, Sand King and Storm, they just jump on them every time and kill them before the fight begins. So I want something a little bit more durable.
A little bit tanky support. Ogre Magic is also.
Oh my god!
But Dawnbreaker, yeah.
There she is.
The sustain, the save will be there, the stun. I like this pick.
I do too, although I'll be honest, I don't think she's a good hero against the Storm Spirit, Mirana, or the Sand King. Like, she's not a suitable hero against any of these heroes. She needs someone else to lock them down. Soulbind would be great. Like, Soulbind, you could definitely get a good Starbreaker going. But if you don't have Soulbind, like, these guys can just only, like, what's Juggernaut gonna, how's he gonna catch anyone? They need someone to hold them down right now.
But to be fair, Dawnbreaker is a bit tanky. You know, she has a big amount of armor and stuff. But Team Red Horse looks like they got the Team Rawr's draft in the game number 1. You know that Barrow Strike into Arrow combination, and that offlane. We have to watch that out because that's a very strong lane.
Yeah, what can they go with here? By the way, we also don't know, is it Dawnbreaker support or is it going to be a core Dawnbreaker? I imagine
it can be a support.
I play Dawnbreaker support all the time. I think the hero is a good support, but competitively we haven't seen this hero picked for a long time, so you don't know what the players are thinking. But this Sand King Mirana combo is going to be very difficult. I wonder what they're gonna pick. I feel like they might need something that a range support that can help. Oracle would be okay. Omni and Abaddon feel like it's just too risky. You know, it's too easy to get them kills. Legion Commander is also a good pick. You can do the ultimate and then Dawnbreaker shows up. Double Duel is also really good. And there you go, Winter Wife. And who are they going to go with? LC?
It needs a magic damage. Yeah, you know, that can go through the cold embrace and stuff. But there goes the puck. Speaking of that magical damage. But again, they have a decent lockdown towards the puck. Once this tanking gets her blink dagger and stuff, you can expect that if the arrow will come flying out.
Even just Winter Curse can be a great setup. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. This is gonna be the third match between KJ Puck versus Mary Star
Spirit for all 3 games.
Like, I don't know. I do like the Dawnbreaker Puck combo. You know, Dream Coil into Solar Guardian is really good. Even this Soulbind into Starbreaker is good. But so far, there's not a single Soulbind spell, not a single ability that hits 2 people. And I'm still wondering.
We can consider the Omni Slash, you know. But yeah.
I want to see a Doom. I think Doom would be a really good pick at this point, assuming it's a Dawnbreaker support.
A Doom the Doom can be nice, but it will still depend on what Team Red Horse's carry will be.
Yeah, plus it's like, do you really want to go into Doom and then you have to get a good Soulbind so the Doom is useful? Like, there is risks there as well. So we will see. Carry time for Red Horse. Lifestealer seems like a good option just to heal anyone who's been caught by. It's just the magic community is also really good. Great jumpers in the Sand King of the Storm, so I do like Lifestealer. I think that would be the pick I would go for here, but they go with the Wraith King. All right.
Oh, so this cancels out the possibility that Doom will be picked for Team.
Right, but I mean, then again, if you Soulbind, you could still Doom to like a Wraith King +1, still kind of fine. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't know, Rawr's team fight, it's pretty good, but we haven't seen the Puck do well with the Dream Calls in Game 2, so I do feel like they need more. There's Magnus, there's Doom.
I think Magnus and Doom is not really ideal because you have to spend all that ultimates in the first life of Wraith King, and when the second life is up, what can you do after that? Especially the Dream Coil, you need to commit that in the first life of Wraith King.
You skewer him to the fountain.
Yeah?
There you go.
Skewer him to the fountain. That's the last resort. Slardar, yeah. Not an ultimate dependent can be very well. Like, you know, you can control Wraith King if you have a lot of skills to throw.
But so I'm okay with the Slardar pick, but it is also a Soulbind, by the way, hero, because you do get the double amplify damage, which is really not a big deal. It's like 4-second cooldown. So good Ink Slave, works pretty well with the Puck Dream Coil. Time will tell. Like, I wish that Rawr had simply taken Sand King Game 2. They might not even be in this position. But Slardar Dawnbreaker makes it pretty hard for Guild to farm. Like, Guild comes up, bash, Luminosity.
Yeah,
There's a
they
lot of
they can definitely lane against a Wraith King, and the worst part is Wraith King can't lane against the Slaughter and the Dawnbreaker, right?
yeah. There's a lot here for them to proc against the Wraith King. We'll see though. Lots of stuns, tanky heroes. I like it. Winter Wyvern though could do a lot of work as well.
We will see. There's a lot of team fight potential for Team Red Horse. Again, the Winter's Curse and the Epicenter, they will revolve around these heroes. And again, for Team Red Horse, they just need to secure Azalea's lane. She needs her dagger early on, especially for Team Roar. Again, their their spine is Slardar, is Nika, and as for me, she's the backbone of the team.
I think the same. I think KZ will have to perform a lot as well. But Red Horse, I don't think they're going to suffer in the laning stage. Like Mirana Sand King is such a good combo. Grimstoke might just die like 3 or 4 times during the laning stage just to save Sherry. Sherry will have to play very active. We've seen her farming heroes, TA and Medusa, but Juggernaut definitely requires a little bit more movement. You can't just take
Maelstrom or something like Battle Fury. Maelstrom is a cheaper option for her.
Right, like even just get a diffusal blade, just run around and go for fights. I don't know. I think honestly, Red Horse will take game 3. I feel like Red Horse just looks better with the draft.
Kind of even for me. And then there we go. It's the last game of the series. The winner gets the championship again for FSL Open 2. And these two teams are quite fueled up for this one, I would say.
Oh, for sure. I think Rawr, this is their 4th game of the day. Red Horse as well. I think 4th or 5th game in the. So mommy duties. I think does one of the players on Rawr have a baby? I think.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's saying that she needs to breastfeed her son for a while. I think she's joking. I think she's kidding. That's so cute. But I think there's some mommy duties, and I would say that they're friends. They know each other, and they would understand if with this boss.
Right. I mean, it's impressive. Can you imagine? With one hand you have a mouse, with one hand you have a baby. You're just playing the owning.
And you
moves.
actually win the game. That's a badass move.
Right. It's like I'm not even going to take a break from Dota to keep my son, to feed my son. I'm just gonna keep playing. I don't care. Me and my wife, we have a baby, and it's like, it's we can't even go to the bathroom with him around. She can play Dota. That's amazing. Well, meanwhile though, let's see what each team can do here. I feel like Rawr has a pretty good fighting potential though. Like Inkswell, Slithering Crush, Starbreaker. They have a good fighting lineup.
30 seconds to battle.
Very elusive heroes on Red Horse though. Burrow Strike, Leap, Jump by the Ball Lightning from Storm Spirit, Winter Wyvern, Arctic Burn. Like 4 of their heroes have some sort of mobility ability.
Yeah, I do agree with you, but seems to me that Team Roar is looking for first blood here, but
Can they catch someone?
going to get something.
They're like, do we want to go? Do we not want to go? And Adam gets the bounty ruin. Looks like Ulap's going to get the second one. So it's a 2-for-2 trade, nothing crazy. And Dawnbreaker starting off with that Orb of Venom, so you get that nice bit of slow. One hit, you follow up with Starbreaker, Slithering Crush, punch, and that's a dead Winter Wyvern. Maybe even dead Gil.
Yeah, almost. But again, Juggernaut on the bottom lane. I think he's kind of safe. She has a kind of escape towards the Rawr Strike and Arrow, but possibility here.
Especially if you can get Phantom's Embrace at early levels, that will also be very annoying for the team to deal with. And by the way, we're seeing GL utilize the new Arctic Burn buff, 2 seconds extra duration, so you really get a lot of value out of it. It's just fantastic ability at this point. What's the cooldown? 38 seconds, 10-second duration. That's so good. Oh, thank you, Observer. Oh, and Ulap went for the
Look at
first.
her. She's so aggressive.
Do you play a lot of Dawnbreaker?
Not really, not really.
Because I always find weird when people take the first point Celestial Hammer rather than Starbreaker.
I just feel like Dawnbreaker has a low mana pool. And
She does.
Her really costing a lot of mana.
Yeah, she basically has no mana pool, honestly. She's actually going to go for the Arcane boost, which makes me think that she's going to go for Holy Locket, just for maximum heal for the team. Which is alright, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Celestial Hammer level 1. Starbreaker is less mana, I think gives you more damage as well.
Yeah. But here we go, bottom lane, it's Naomi and the Gaia giving out their right clicks to each other. It's some kind of a casual lane here, but mid lane, again, it's the Pocket Storm for the third time around.
Both of them are like, alright, I take
Nothing
this bot.
new.
Yeah, I'll take this bot, this rune, you take this rune. And oh, Naomi, you just gotta be careful. And she will lose her life. Oh, Naomi. That was very costly for her. And yeah, not really the best tournament showing for Naomi. I think most of the games she just seems to have to struggle a little bit.
And I think she's doing pretty good on her lane as well. 7 last hits. Oh,
here we go. Stun
those
last.
stuns. A bash.
Oh, there's one more hit, but so slow. Oh my, the Arctic Bird and the Splinter Blast. Very nice play by Gia. If she did not play that as well as she did, that would have been a dead kill. So that's all Gia, you know, supports winning the lane as we always do.
Okay, the mid lane again is Mary. Harassing out KJ here. Can she go out? Okay.
Very low HP here. KJ, I think she has enough mana for one volley of spells. There is 3 wand charges. Gonna be 4 if she's doing spells. So it's a little scary here. Oh, alright, Sherry. She's just spinning. She's like, alright. You're kind of annoying, so I'm just gonna spin and bother you a little bit.
Oh, Mary.
Probably forced to go back here, which means that she does forfeit the 4-minute ruin. Ouch. That's gonna be a tough one.
I think she can go back in time here. There's
Yo.
a stun on the Winter Wyvern.
Stun last. They need a little bit more. They need
One more hit.
Oh, and
Oh.
well, look at the bash off. My God, Gia is so good. I am such a Gia fanboy right now. She is. By the way, for anyone watching, Gia is ranked 113 in Southeast Asia
Oh,
region.
that's high.
That is very. She is easily the highest ranked player in this tournament. Her MMR is higher than my MMR and yours combined.
Me too. Yeah. Combined.
Want some pointers?
Okay, that's Phantom's Embrace. That's a casual Phantom's Embrace. It's like, all right, here you go. Just reminding you that I have that spell.
But I haven't seen their combo until now. You know, that Power Strike into Arrow.
I think they're playing it kind of safe because they haven't been able to catch Naomi. I mean, they did kill Naomi once, right? So they are doing pretty well. Dawnbreaker suffering at the top lane, taking quite a bit of harass. Meanwhile, oh, there's there like a stack? Well, thank you very much.
It's small. It's not that much, but yeah, this will also cancel out the possibility of creep pooling on the side.
Naomi tried to get it as well with the Stroke of Fate, but unfortunately for her, Hazel's like, no, don't worry. I got it for you. Oh, there you go. The Phantom's Embrace comes up, but again, it's not working out at
Not
all.
enough, you know.
And the guy also gets a nice courier kill. Naomi's taking quite a bit of damage. Naomi needs to be careful here.
Yeah, you know, there's no decent target for a Juggernaut spin on the bottom lane because
No, not at all.
Mirana can just leap out, and you know, Sand King can just Power Strike out.
Well, Puck, she's going to go back to the base just to get that region up, and that gives Storm a free lane. Speaking of CS, Slardar suffering a bit in the top lane, 18 and 4. Still, Gil is 12 denies.
Wow.
That's very impressive.
This is their chance to kill the Raid King because if she reaches level 6, it will be hard for them to kill a Raid King.
Yeah, well, also, I imagine they might want to consider bringing up the Puck here. No, Puck goes back to the mid lane.
This is their timing.
Yeah, Puck's like, nah. Why gank when you can farm is the real
Yeah.
question. Well, unfortunately, unable to get all the creeps, but that's fine. And the guy going in, stealing a bounty ruin. Naomi, she's a little
Hiding
bit.
under the tree lines.
Was she
think they
spot?
can
Oh, yep, that's gonna be a. That's a dead Naomi. Unfortunately for her, Sherry's here. Right,
They
nice
have
start.
sentry.
Nice spin. Yeah, she's right on. That's the. Oh, Olap gets it. Boom. Love that last hit when it lands. All right, Dawnbreaker showed up. She had to use all her mana. By the way, she has no mana left.
I think she needs to go back to the base. So
This is a major problem with the hero. By the way, is that she has
she
such.
has a low mana pool.
Yeah, she's like she got thick thighs but a small brain. You know, it's like no
You
intelligence.
can just do much in the lanes.
But the thing is though, if you get spam mangoes, she's okay. But then you're like spamming mangoes and you're like don't have items for
And
later.
it's not that ideal for her to buy some soul ring and stuff.
Yeah, she's as a sport, it's kind of hard for her to sustain her HP pool with the soul ring spam. But either way, she came bottom. She got a kill. It's all good for them. In terms of CS, Storm and Puck neck and neck, tanking quite a bit ahead of the Juggernaut, who's basically the same as the Wraith King, while the Slaughter suffers a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit, not too much. But overall,
But if you're
even.
going to compare her again to the lane of Sand King, I think Sand King's lane is much easier.
Yeah, I think I can go with that. You're right. Like how are they going to kill Sand King? Whereas Slardar against the Winter Wyvern, like the Winter Wyvern harasses so much. All right, looks like they're pinging Gil. I'm like, are they going to kill Gil? I love that Puck has not yet rotated. Puck's like, no. Why should I rotate? And that's the region rune.
Oh.
Goes for it. KJ. Oh, wants this. Olaf should be able to get the hammer. Oh,
Aww, Gia!
what a girl, Gia! I swear this is just insane. Olaf loses her life, and look at that.
Gil
Puck's
also
like,
dies.
Puck is like, let me. Oh yeah, Gil does that. That's a big kill. That's a solo kill, by the way. That's a huge kill. And oh, Gia, you're healing. That's okay. I'll get you in the
I'm
end.
gonna die. Anyway,
And oh my lord, Gia wasting so much time, but does fall in the end. So it's a 2-for-1 trade, very heavily favoring Rawr as they did kill Gil, Wraith King. Wraith King's level 6. Oh no, he's level 5 actually. I thought he was level 6. He just turned level 6. Literally shows up, one creep, and he gets level 6. So
she's still
damn.
saving that 1 point. She can opt to not put a Resu.
Dire's middle tower is
There
under
we
attack.
go. They're gonna go for it. Mary, she's like, do they have stacks? They've been stacking a lot, but not this game. This game, there's no stack in. Gil, puts the point in the ultimate now. It's like,
That's his second life, yeah.
I do not want to die for free here, and it looks like the rest of the Red Horse are coming back to the backline. Mary jumps in. They're going for NM. Oh, nice stun, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, Olaf, what's she doing? She jumps back in. She might be losing her life. And hey, here's Gia. She's like, you guys remember me? You killed me once before. I'm here to return the favor. Puck's here. Does have the Dream Coil if she wants to use it, but you need a little bit more than that.
Doesn't have any backup here. If she uses that Dream Goal, it will be wasted. But on the other side of the map, it's somehow like a big, a good thing for Team Roar because Sherry can farm freely.
Yeah, but then again, Sand King is also doing a pretty solid job farming, right? It's like that, like it's not like that. Juggernaut's farming and Sand King's not. It's like Sand King's just farming just fine mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go. Are they gonna try to find Juggernaut? Maybe catch him with the electric vortex. If you do that, then you can easily.
I think they can.
Yeah, they saw the electric vortex. They definitely can kill him. Like
They need to force out that Blade Fury first.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh my, the Gaia. Okay, arrow. Oh, just a little bit too far right now. And I think Sherry, the stun's gonna come out. Stun lands. Inkswell's there. Phantom's embrace. Nice Omni Slash. But the stun lands from the Inkswell. Very well done. As she was slashing, Samurai Sherry gets the kill. Huge move for her.
structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
nice kill. Yeah, they were able to turn it around. But then, on the other side of the map, KJ, she's going for Witchblade first.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's fine. It gives you a good amount of
Yeah.
damage that Puck really needs. Not as strong as it used to be, but
Dire's top
still
tower
very, very
is
good.
under attack.
Hmm.
And I mean, in
But
the
top lane
meantime,
tower, I think it will fall down.
oh, can they get this? They get it? I think so. Oh, so close.
Again, almost for
Hey,
Team Rawr.
oh, Hazel, she's like, oh my god, I saw
Dire's
death
top
just
tower
now.
is under attack.
Meanwhile, top lane, Mirana is here along with Gia as well as the Wraith King. Wraith King does not have reincarnation though. And alright,
Heroes are here. I
mm,
need to be careful because Storm is
Dire's
just around the
middle tower
corner. I
is
think
under
she
attack.
can just connect onto the top lane if ever Team Roar goes to commit on the top lane. But okay, breaking with that armlet of Morrigan.
very good farm by the cores, right?
Yeah,
The jug as well as the puck.
for Team
Alright.
Roar. Yeah, this gets to this will start up to. Goes in their way if they can use their ultimate, right? The Dream Coil. They can group up together with that Slardar.
I want to see what's Slaughter building. Is he getting close to that blink dagger? Slaughter, he's got something coming on the courier.
He's getting juked up by Ligaya here.
I think it's. Isn't this blink dagger? No, right? No, this is blink dagger. This is blink dagger.
Oh yeah,
That's a
it's
fast
the
blink
courier.
dagger. Yeah.
12
I was
minutes.
I was like calculating in my brain. I was like, okay, boots and bracers. That's 1,000 gold. Magic wand. It's about 450. All right, she definitely has
You were
gold.
calculating.
I actually taught math at one point. I was a math teacher
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
for university. I was like, all right.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
What is Dota 2 except a lot of math? A lot of math, a lot of people insulting each other.
Yeah, let's not talk about math. That's my weakness.
All right, no math at all.
Anyway, oh,
Ooh, double jump. Oh, bad jump by NM. Oh, but nice stun coming out here. Can they get a kill on Hazel? They do. Yes, Hazel dies. They lose NM though. And the Dream Point, it actually pops. Mary maybe. Oh, no, she looked like she was gonna be trolled, but she is.
KJ got stunned by that Centaur.
I know that Gaben, we know who he wants to win in this game. He's like, no, I prefer Red Horse in this one. Horrible blink reveal by
There's a 6-man Team
Yeah.
Red Horse.
very bad reveal by the Slaughter. He actually blinked. She actually blinked into the burrow strike. Got stunned as well. It was like a free stun for no reason. That means that not only do they know that she has blink, but the blink reveal costs the Slaughter her life.
Yeah. And I think for Team Red Horse, they can just go chill for a while. They will let the Wraith King carry. It's not their timing. They can delay this again or stretch this game out to the late game, and that's what the Wraith King
Radiant's
will
middle
be
tower
big.
is under attack.
Yeah, once Wraith King is active, that's when you really want to start doing stuff. But at the same time, Juggernaut, it does have Omnis Life. I like this Juggernaut pick a lot. It's like Sherry's playing this very active play style. I think she can definitely handle it. Hazel. Oh, both teams start thinking of ganking top. And M is here, smoked up, and then jumps in. There you go. Gets the stun off, and that's gonna be a dead Hazel. The slow comes out in time, and Hazel's dead. You can go
Good
to the
kill.
sandstorm, but doesn't make a difference. Meanwhile, though, KJ is here. Oh, that heal ends up costing the Storm Spirit her life. And oh dear, can we get the kill?
Yeah.
She just doesn't care. Beautiful kill by Gia. And Ulap is going to go for more here. Can she land the Starbreaker? She will land on the third hit, but it's not enough damage. Ulap's just going to go away. They did lose Mary, but they do get KJ.
It's interesting that it's the game is still even. It's 15 minutes into the game. It's just 1k gold lead.
It's heavily favoring Red Horse in terms of percentage. Twice as likely to take this game. I find that very surprising since I didn't think that their draft was that much better. But looks like Valve really admires the Wraith King. They're like, Wraith King, good hero.
Yeah. Maybe in terms of farm, that's what's making Team Red Horse winning probability high.
By the way, that's always crazy how well Gio can farm. Look at her farm compared to the Grimstroke. Again, she's just doubling the farm.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's ranked
That's
1,000.
position 5,
Yes,
mind you.
That's rank 1000. That's god level. Oh, here we go. Can they see him? No. NM, very aggressive, loses his life in return, and Juggernaut gets spin out in time. Nice combo by beautiful.
Oh,
Ula.
Solar Guardian.
So that was really good. She came down from heaven just to save her team. Smokes come out. Legaia is slow. That Witchblade still coming out. Used all her leaf charges, and that's gonna be fine. Oh, are they gonna be able to?
Oh, again.
Puck is stunned. Puck is still alive. Sherry gonna go for Gia's. Gia's like, you tried too hard this time, Gia. And gonna
That was
cost
a
you-
greedy move from the two supports.
It was. It cost her and a friend's life. And just like that, Rawr. Is it still 34%
Is
win
KJ
rate?
stocked? I think she's stocked. Oh yeah, she has a winning reef.
Radiant's bottom tower.
A puck is never stuck.
Yeah,
Right,
I just
Puck-
realized it just now.
Oh, by the way, Dawnbreaker is going for the full heal strategy. Holy Locket into the Aghanim Scepter, just wants to keep her team alive. It's an interesting approach. I've seen this before. There you go. She just gets the Holy Locket. You heal so much with this play style.
Even if there's no burst, right, it's still a good item for this Dawnbreaker. She just needs to, sustain and to survive during the team fight. And the thing here is that Solar Guardian's cooldown is really high.
That's true, but you can't drop it. Like, it goes from 130 to like 90 seconds or something like that, because as you level up, it reduces by 10. There's a talent that reduces it by by 20. So it's fine. It's not too big of a deal. Another thing, so yeah, I'm okay with it. Solar Guardian should be active. It does give her also the chance to farm. She can farm a lane, then join her team. Smoked by Red Horse. They want to find someone. Gil is joining this fight. They don't see that very often. And they're like, all right,
Okay.
this is a waste of time, everyone. Let's just go back. This is it. We're done. Let's just go. So yeah, Storm's got a DD Ruin. Also going to go for the Orchid. Philosopher's Stone is
Again.
Yeah, it's the classic thing. It's like I'm always going to get
Classic
Orchid
thing.
here.
Yeah. They're going for smoke. They have the Dream Coil up, and the Solar Guardian, the Omni Slash. They're just letting Sherry farm.
Oh,
Okay.
Mary's close by. They're like-
Yeah. They won't
they're like-
risk it. They still have tier 1 tower
Radiant's top
They
tower.
might
on the
go-
bottom lane.
Oh, they're gonna go instead for the Gaia. Easier kill. Good to get that. Hazel. TP is here, but it's a wasted TP. She's not gonna be able to get anything out of it. And okay, wow, KJ. I know she's a girl, but she's got some bravery on her. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow,
They're not
okay.
using her.
Middle tower is
Uh-huh.
under
Azalea, does she have Blink Dagger available?
2 seconds, 1, it's ready. And meanwhile, okay, looks like she's just gonna be able to make it out just fine. And they do bring everyone from Red Horse's team on this one though. And
So
KJ not enough mana as well. She's only like 400. Needs to maybe
Need to
refill.
regen. Yeah.
Head back to base, heal up, get ready to fight again.
But I was quite surprised that this Juggernaut has farm.
Yeah, he's very farmed. He's very close to guild. By the way, look at what Ulap's doing on the Dawnbreaker. She's just pushing out one lane and like, I can push out, then I just TP out wherever
She
I
has
want
the
to go.
same mechanic as some kind of like a Spectre,
Yes.
She can just ulti and connect to her teammates wherever she is.
It's so much utility for the hero having a global spell like that. Like, it's so useful. You can go anywhere you want and shop. It's incredible. Well, in the meantime, though, she might not want to be in the bomb lane too long by herself, though. And there you go. Moonlight Shadow is used. Smoke is used on Rawr. Who's gonna find who? Oh, there you go. That's a dead Miran again. Oh, the Gaia. Definitely not the same.
Reward.
Not the same performance as with the Lion, that's for sure.
Yeah. 13-8, and Team Rawr is doing a very great job to set up their early to mid game and get the Juggernaut ready,
What?
for the team fight.
I love when they paused. I was like, "What? Is it the baby again? It's still hungry?"
I think it's a mic issue this time.
I was just like, "Is it really the baby? It can't be the baby again."
Back to the game. Surprisingly there's a 1k gold lead for Team Red Horse.
It's tiny, right? Like doesn't actually make too much of a difference for them. It's it's like an insignificant lead. Gia can do a lot this game. Like the ultimate for her can make a big difference. Everyone's sleeping mid.
But it can also backfire to them. You know, you have to throw that Winter's Curse perfectly because it might be together with that epicenter. So it can mess up your team fight.
Oh, Sand King blinks in. Oh, nice, bro. Strike on 2. But there's a Phantom's Embrace keeping him silent. Arrow comes out and looks like Hazel. She's got so much HP's coming back for her. She looks like she might be fine. Big jump by Mary here. And oh, Mary does eat the the Dream Coil. The heal comes out, but actually doesn't land. This could be very risky. Mary's down. All right, it's a 2-4-1 trade so far, and oh, misses the Starbreaker here. But Hazel might still be in trouble. Hazel's taking a lot of damage here. And Hazel still dies to KJ. In the meantime, they're going for Gia. Gia, she does not have.
There's Wraith King.
Yeah, Wraith King, he's just like, okay, this is crazy. I'm out of here. Gia was going to lose her life in the end. Triple kill for KJ. KJ showing up. Whereas, like you said, the Wraith King, he was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I did not want to fight this.
He's playing this hero for 3 times in a row. What can we expect? And there goes Team Rawr. Roshan was opened up for them. And yeah, the Storm Spirit is back again, but I don't think they can contest on this one. But they're on their way.
Yeah,
they need to be quick.
This could be a big steal. Oh no, the arrow came out like just a little bit too late. Didn't get the vision. And oh, they're jumping on Mary. Meanwhile, though, they need to be careful. Hazel stun comes out on the Juggernaut, but that's not the person you want to kill in general. And looks like this could be kind of risky. You know, they're up against the Moonlight Shadow in the Dire Triangle. Very brave of Rawr, but they're like, all right, even we aren't that crazy. Oh, looks like they didn't miss on the Dream Coil though.
Okay, but at least they secure the Aegis. Not necessarily that they use it for a team fight. You know, Sherry can just farm up freely. She won't be threatened in the possible ganks just because she has Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, in general, Juggernaut's one of the harder carries to go for. You just, we're gonna kill you, spin TP, and she'll be fine. They do have the Winter's Curse that pierces that though. And Dawnbreaker getting closer and closer to that Aghanim Scepter. Huge healing buff, as well as 6 seconds of heal.
And, does it reduce the cooldown of Solar Guardian?
No, unfortunately it does not. But there's a talent for that. But yeah, look at that.
Yeah. It's a talent.
Yeah, it's a level 15 talent. Look at the heal, the 120 HP heal per pulse. That's just kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. You know, also we have to point out that healing ward for Juggernaut. It will do a lot of things in terms of team fight. Okay.
They are
Rawr?
They are playing against Mirana though. She's one of the best heroes to have against the healing ward. You know, she jumps in, gets it, hits it, runs away. And alright, bottom lane, Dawnbreaker loses her life. Doesn't have the buyback.
Real quick.
If you get a good Dream Coil, Winter's Curse comes out, but it's not really much. Hazel loses her life. 1-for-1, favoring Rawr side. Meanwhile, Puck tries to
actually, if Team Red Horse committed on that one, I think Dawnbreaker can just buy back and Solar Guardian. But there you go, another kill for Team Rawr.
True, but maybe Dawnbreaker didn't want to buy back. They're like, alright, do you want to buy back if we take the fight? She's like, no. Fight without me or something, you know.
Yeah, and also Team Red Horse is engaged on that one too.
Still, I'm interested. Alright, let's look at Gil. Does Gil have a BKB yet? I feel like Big Gil's a little bit of item roundup. Ligaya has the Spirit Vessel. Okay, Gil is going
for BKB.
Gil doesn't have BKB yet. Still needs 1,000 gold for it. Mary needs 2,000 gold for BKB. That's what she's going for. Gia should have the Aether Lens very soon with the Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger, Aether Lens on the Winter Wyvern, so definitely she's going to get good ultis off in this game.
Aether Lens. Nice item choice.
By the way, she has 2 Aether Lenses if you look at her item, she's got 2 Aether lenses. She actually messed up a little bit. Can we look at Winter Wyvern? Quick! Ah, she sold one. She sold one.
Really?
Yeah, she had
Dire's
2 Aether
bottom
lenses on
tower
her.
is under attack.
Like 2 Aether
Oh.
lens
I
recipes.
thought there's a new patch that it will come on top of that.
Nah, unfortunately no. She actually had to she had to sell it and on like half price. So a bit of a mistake for Gia over
Yeah.
there. Oh yeah, in the meantime, and Sand King, is he going for a Lotus Orb? I like that pick a lot. You'll Scepter, Lotus Orb, much needed. Puck's got the Witchblade going for Lincoln's. Although, hold that thought, we might not have much time to go through items as we might see a fight here. Red Horse, they're posturing, but they're not too keen. They're like, maybe we'll defend, maybe we're just posing.
And they're not in a rush, I think. They
No,
still
not at
have
all.
ages here. Let's see. Do
And
you think
what-
Raking can carry this game in terms of late game? If you're going to compare him to the Juggernaut.
Yes, I think he could. I think he could take it like the man to man. I think they can go, but it's like your support staff matters so much, right? Like it's not just you. Like Dota's not going to be 1-on-1 at the late game. It's going to be, oh, okay, my team versus your team.
5 heroes.
That is a big smoke. What they're going to go for? Oh, they're going to go for the Ulap. Ulap barely dodges the arrow. There he goes. Gil, 2 hits. Removes
That
Naomi.
damage.
Olaf might be taking the damage next, but she is able to use Celestial Hammer to run away. Gil's like, I want to kill more people. I want to kill more. And they're like, no, let's just run away. Nice spin escape by the Juggernaut. And look at that Naomi did for 50 seconds. That I don't think that's going to be Rax, but that could definitely be a tier 2 at least.
Tier 2. Yeah, maybe 2 tier 2s actually. But you know, Aegis has expired already. And Team Rawr, they can go back to playing safe again.
Gil?
I think they need to group up for Team Rawr.
I think so too. Like I'm a little surprised. They just need to get a good Puck ultimate. They can follow it up with the Solar Guardian. Until then, yeah, not loving their team fight much. Meanwhile, Wraith King is going to go for Assault Cuirass. Super good against Juggernaut as well as Slaughter. Like all that minus damage, minus armor, physical damage, greatly mitigated by it.
Okay, but for this game, she's quite farmed. This is the item that she needs, so she can just jump in freely. She needs to get her BKB first. I think that this is the thing that they're waiting. That's why they're playing safe as of now.
Yeah, much better performance by NM compared to last game. Last game
Yeah.
on the
It was really hard. You know, you can actually understand why it happened to that axe.
no, I'm sorry. For me, I just report and move on. It's like, oh, I don't care what happened. I
It
don't
was a
care.
hard axe game.
Well, that's not my fault. I still report something. That's me. That's me in a pub, by the way.
It was your choice anyway to pick axe.
Right? Oh, meanwhile, Gia
Gia?
loses her life. 45 seconds, no Gia, but big jump by Hazel gets a stun off on NM, but no follow up.
Dire's top tower is under
Which
attack.
We'll
Wyvern
take the outpost, so they have a better vision right now, and they can just aim this tier 2 tower on the top lane. So yeah, I
Oh.
think the towers are pretty even for the both teams. You know, the map is some kind of like mirrored in terms of towers.
Top tower is
Yeah,
under
bottom lane, no tier 2s, but looks like the mirror will stop now as Rawr gets their second tier 2 in the game. They also have the outpost control on their side. Dire side's like, hey, how about we take the outpost? That's an idea. And they're like, yeah, let's just take the outpost ourselves. Mary is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. Loves to see it. Love to see it.
It's a mini black hole. We saw it last game, I think, or in game 1, I think. And if Mary gets this Aghanim Scepter, she has a lot of follow-up kills. You know, there's Borrow Strike, Epicenter stuff.
Even just bringing them together makes Winter's Curse so much better.
Yeah.
I'll take that as tribute.
The guy.
Okay.
Well,
Dire
he's
are
like,
scared.
I was like, okay. I was like, oh, is something happening? You're saying, okay,
I thought they were doing the Roshan. But
Roshan.
it seems to me I'm hearing NM in the background.
Roshan's up in exactly
Yeah.
almost 3 minutes, 2 minutes 51 seconds. That's a very long Roche. A bit unfortunate for them, but it is what it is. All right. Meanwhile, Hazel, she's fine. Still
What's
getting
her
very.
item? I want to see her
It's a
item.
Lotus Orb. She's got Yule's Blink Dagger, Lotus Orb. She's buying Lotus Orb. She's still about 700 gold away. That will help her out a lot. Reflects all that Omni Slash damage as well.
It's a farming time for the both teams. You know, they're not forcing anything as of now. But do you think it's good for Team Roar that it keeps on happening? That there's no team fight or anything?
I guess for Team Rocket they're okay as long as they get the second Aegis. I think, but yeah, you look at their farming. It's like it's fine, right? Puck's up there, Juggernaut's up there, Storm and Sand King are suffering. Even Dawnbreaker's quite up there. I think they'll be okay. Dawnbreaker has the Aghanim Scepter, major healing power for her now.
Because if they keep on doing this, you know, Ray King can just farm and can just, you know, get very, very fat.
But the same thing applies to the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's farming as well. So I don't think that's.
Makes sense.
I think Rawr is like, oh, we don't mind. Like if it's gonna be 1-on-1, we don't mind. We believe in our Juggernaut. So I think
Actually,
that's.
he's a top net worth, so no problem at all for Team Roar. But there's a 4-man smoke from Team Red Horse. Who
Here
are
we
they
go.
going to catch?
Yeah, they're walking around. Let's see what they can find here. Gil almost level 20, by the way. Still at that level 19 and like 2/3. Alright. NM. If you can kill NM. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good.
First,
Those are good, but look at the heal. They're like, oh, you just fight. Look at that. They just fight inside the circle. And it's fine. Oh, there you go. Dawnbreaker showing up big time with that Celestial Hammer. And look at that. Wraith King, he's BKB'd. But he can't actually run. He can't do anything. He's dead. Skeleton King living up to his
he has BKB, but Juggernaut has Skull Basher already, so they were able to kill her. And Gia will be the next in line to go down. KJ still wanting for more, but then it's a free tier 2 tower for Team Roar.
It might be even more than that. There is no Wraith King for 50 seconds. They might say, alright, let's just go high ground.
Roshan! They can go for Roshan actually.
True, Roshan is up and they should know that it's up because like they're the ones who took it the first one. They're like, oh, it's probably gonna be up maximum from 33-20 to 30. Sorry, from 30-20 to 33-20. And there you go. Roshan is right up there waiting. And they take it very fast once they get that minus armor off from Slaughter coming out. There you go.
20 seconds for Gil. It's quite of long. They might be late if they contest it on this one. So it's a free Roshan and uncontested Roshan for Team Roar.
And this might be the beginning of the end for Red Horse. I mean, now that Rawr has a second Aegis, they give did they give the shard? No, they gave the shard to Juggernaut, I believe. I believe Naomi bought the shard. So yeah, they gave a shard to Juggernaut, makes the Blade Fury so much better. At this point, you are worried. Red Horse, it's all on Gia. If Gia gets a good ultimate, that's good. That like opens up the game. If she does not,
Yeah, the problem is this Sand King wasn't able to, you know, give out that epicenter nicely. Because the Team Roar is initiating first.
well, they are smoked up, but they're ready to initiate one more time. Who can they find this? Who can they find here? Dawnbreaker's ultimate is available. If anyone gets jumped, she can save them. All right, just ships that pass through the night. Neither team can find the other one here.
They can go for high ground, right?
I think
They'll
so.
have Aegis on their hands. They can force it out. And they can force a TP reaction from heroes of Team Red Horse.
And Mary loses her courier. Well, was there anything on it? I'm like, is there anything on the courier?
I wasn't able to spot it.
I think it's parts of her Aghanim Scepter. She can actually go. She doesn't need it. She can go buy it by herself. So she's fine. She's fine. She's not too worried about this.
Okay,
Right.
Mary's still doing the creep cutting as of now, so this will, slow down the push that Rawr can do.
Very quiet game for the last 10 minutes, right? Like, I feel like we had a lot of action, and it's like, oh, okay, we're done fighting. No more fighting. When was the last time we had a kill, actually?
We'll just farm.
Like, let's see.
Dire's bottom
Oh,
tower
wait,
is under
actually?
attack.
What was the last kill? The last kill was... Actually, it doesn't say, man. I don't know why it doesn't say it on the schedule thing. But it was a while ago.
There's
it was a while.
DD. Okay, with this DD, I think they can go for the high ground push.
Like, what? Yeah, there's
They
nothing...
They can risk the Aegis on this one, so
Plus, you can just spin, hit the tower, you'll be fine.
yeah.
Winter Skird's still a problem, but not the biggest deal for them.
They can smoke. They have DD on the Juggernaut.
I feel like if you're pushing, I think smoking is a bad idea because you only have 2 minutes left. Like, you just need to go, either you're raxing or you're not raxing. But if you want to rax, around this time when it's close to expiring. You don't want to, like, oh, let's go hunt for kills, and then you don't find anyone, then you spend 2 minutes
Yeah.
hunting.
But then Sherry is quite far from them.
She's pushing the lane. She's like, that's alright, guys. Girls, you go ahead, I'll catch up. Man, she's got an Abyssal Blade on Juggernaut.
They need this to lock down the Raid King. They can burst him out, especially just the Storm Spirit.
Trickster's Cloak available. We got 37 minutes. It's definitely been a very quiet game the last the last like 10 minutes. Last
It's
10,
all
15.
farming and stuff.
But here you go. Sherry's like, let me see what I can do to this tower. Aegis for 80 seconds, still there.
Are fortified.
Okay, 40 has been used.
Well, KJ seems to always mess up the use of her blink dagger after phase shift. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Like that's not that's very uncharacteristic to see. It's like she always takes the damage, then she blinks. And that's gonna be a tier 3 dropping. Alright.
Oh no,
Oh.
Hazelia!
And they're jumping in here. Good save coming out from Gia though.
Right.
Cold Embrace keeping them alive, and oh, it's still a dead Hazel. And that Phantom Embrace turns out to be a problem when you're being Cold Embraced. The
Yeah.
embraces do not work together.
It's some kind of a setup to the enemy team. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You're just setting
good-
up yourself for something, but then tier 3 tower down. They can still go, they can still try. They
Dire's
have
middle
30
tower is
seconds
under attack.
on the Aegis, or they won't risk it at all.
Yeah, Hazel had to buy back though, and now look at that, she's gonna go for it. Why not? 20 seconds left. Beautiful Dream Coil coming out here. Where is the mirror? Oh, there you go. Here comes our friend, and look at the heal. Look at the massive heal from Dawnbreaker. Absolutely insane. KJ does die at the end, but
Mary
takes,
got bashed.
takes everything that they need to. Gil? Oh, the fire from the Celestial Hammer, enough to bring down Gil's first life. And oh, Gil, sorry, TP's forward. Gets the kill on the Dawnbreaker. Looks like they want to go for more here. Olaf turning around, gets the Starbreaker off. Oh, but looks like she's gonna die before she can Celestial Hammer out of there. She's got spinning. And oh my god, stop healing them, Gia, stop! You're killing all your friends. The Thunder Blast comes out, and like Gil's like, I don't want to kill anyone. They're all too tanky. Buyback comes out.
Cecilia?
Buyback comes out from the Dawnbreaker. She's TP'd in. She's ready to go. And looks like Sherry's like, oh, let's just take more racks.
Another set of track, I would say.
Yeah, she had fun. She's like, I killed so much. Let me just go get more racks. That's what I want.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Juggernaut is going for Arcane Blink, I think. Arcane or Swift Blink.
Swift lane, right? There are people in chat right now flaming you for calling down King Blink. Oh, all right. The stun misses the slide. Was a bit lucky though, but they do get a kill on Hazel. No buyback on Hazel. And Gil, alright, throwing the first life, but he still has more to go. But Gil, he's trying to bait them or something over here.
Dire's middle barracks is falling.
Eyes on the prize, Sherry. He's
Sherry's
doing
like-
the job for Team Rawr. They got 2 barracks down. It's 80 seconds for Hazel
Is under
to
attack.
go up again.
Yeah, I love how she's like, all right, I don't care about anything, guys. I'm just going straight. Oh, Mary jumps in. The sun comes out, loves the line, but it's not gonna be enough. Meanwhile, I think, oh, that's an ultimate.
Aww.
And look at that, brings in the healing ward just to keep his buddy.
She's tanky.
She's super tanky. Both of them are tanky. Like, look at the healing ward. By the way, NM does have the Trickster's Cloak, which is like 20% magic resistance, 20% evasion. So really good item in this game. Gil jumps in, unable to get that stun off in time. Gil does not have the ultimate available, but does have buyback. Meanwhile, Mary jumps again. Gia, she's gonna be just fine-ish, is she? Let's see what Mary's working with here. And oh, Juggernaut with the Omni Slash Legaia. And she's gonna make it out alive, but they do lose Mary. Mary's dead. That's the spirit.
They had two different targets, right?
Like,
but yeah, the important thing here is they killed Mary. She's down for 60 seconds. And GG will be called! Oh, Team Rawr!
What? I mean, game 1 easily the best game of the tournament. Game 2 and 3, bit one side for one side or another. But in this game, my God, KG delivered. Like the team. Great Dawnbreaker ultimate to keep people alive. NM also performed really well for herself. And just, yeah, really unfortunate. Like, we just weren't able to see Red Horse, I think, at their full potential.
But you know, they're used to getting the championships. I think it's better to, you know, make the other team experience how to win the championship here at the FSL.
I don't think Dota players are that generous, but sometimes...
They can be.
I mean, sometimes my allies, when I play pub games, they're like, I break item, end game. So there are nice people like that who help the other team. I don't know if they do that with $500 on the line, though, which is what Rawr wins.
Huge.
As the champions of FSL Open 2, they secure themselves 500 big ones. Congratulations. They are the biggest winner of FSL. This is the first time they win. They win the biggest prize so far as well. For Red Horse, they continue their tradition of, this is the first time they don't win. They've won 3 in a row. It's nice of them to give someone else a chance, though.
Yeah. And yeah, congratulations to the both teams. You know, they've come this far, and it's just we still have the Open 3, right?
Yes, there's still one more open, as well as the Elite. So there's still quite a bit of Dota for these women to compete in the future. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We'll get to see what they can do as well. And man, I mean, what a day, right? What a best of 3. First game, the best, but it like all of it was very impressive to watch.
Yeah, but for me, it was some kind of fun to watch these ladies because it's like a high level of female Dota. You know, I'm quite amazed with these ladies.
Yeah, we want to make a shout out again to FSL for making this happen. It's like Aki said, it's amazing to see all these women get to compete on this high level. Seeing rank 100 players like Gia come into this tournament, and even if they lose, that shows you that there's even better out there. So, kudos to FSL for making it happen. We'll also shout out to the partners, Intel as well as Yahoo, both of whom have supported FSL all along in every tournament. So it's very nice of them to just continue to do this. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the production crew. You know, our observer.
FSL, yeah.
All the
Shouts
production.
to John. Get Wilson.
Oh yeah, so John is unfortunately the producer. He's a little sick, so we want to shout out to the other people who were able to come in last minute to make sure that the show happened. You know, there have been nothing but fantastic. Observer as well, and of course, viewers, if you've been watching and supporting the tournament, it's just been fantastic to have you. Aki, is there anyone else you want to say hi to?
I just want to say hi to my friends. Actually, the Team Rawr, I have friends right there. It's KJ. She's my friend, and I just feel happy for her. And once again, thank you guys for supporting the stream, and looking forward for the third one. And I hope you still support us in the next ones.
Yep, I'll be adding all these women and telling them carry me to get me to the next rank, hopefully. But for now, I imagine everyone needs to go and get some rest, and that's what we'll be doing.
It's been a long day.
It's been a bit of a long day. It's been 7 hours. It's been a bit. It's been a fun day. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day. I want to again thanks everyone for making it happen. Thank you all for tuning in. We're not gonna take a break. We're gonna call it for now. We're gonna see you guys hopefully at the Open 3. Have a good night. Stay safe, and see you later.